Yeah, Elijah Land, yeah. Yalla in the ring and he never backs up. Bible in his hand when the doctrine acts up. What? Islamic dilemma got him stuck, jammed up. Say something. He hits them with the truth and they can't stand up. Yeah, young Christian soldier, yeah, he built for the fight. Hold up, knows the scripture like a blade sharp, cutting through the night. Facts on it. You wanna bring a claim, better bring it right on. Cause Elijah drive facts and he in your whole night, run it back. Yeah, first things first, Elijah stepping with the fire. Yeah, young lion in the faith, big truth aim higher. When he pull that Bible out, the whole vibe shifts. What? Cause every single verse hitting like a full clip. Facts, he refuting Islam daily, that's light work. Hold up, breaking down doctrines, exposing where it don't work. Yeah, they try to spin stories, but none of it sticks. You hit them with the dilemma, watch them fall back quick. Say something, is the Quran from Allah or is it from man? He asked the right question and they can't even stand. Facts, push left, push right, they can't break through. Hold up, cause every answer they give leaves a contradiction to what? Yeah, what? Elijah in the ring and he never backs up. Bible in his hand when the doctrine acts up. Yeah, Islamic dilemma got him stuck, jammed up. Say something. He hits them with the truth and they can't stand up. Young Christian soldier, yeah, he built for the fight. Fact, knows the scripture like a blade sharp, cutting through the night. Hold up. You wanna bring a claim, better bring it right. What? Cause Elijah drive facts and he end your whole night running back. They say he too young, nah, he too blessed. Yeah, mind built strong, Holy Spirit in his chest. He break down top, sir, hadiths every root, say something. Then switch to the gospel, yeah, he double shoes facts. No panic, he's standing with a warrior tone. Hold up, won't bow to Islam cause he know the truth alone. Every false claim tossed at him gets overturned. Cause the scriptures stay lit and the lies get burned. Yeah, he ain't disrespecting, he defending the way. Facts. But if you bring up a challenge, he'll make you stand this way. His debating technique, man, he polished and clean. Hold up, got Muslims scratching heads like, what does this mean? Yeah, every debate in with the same storyline. Their arguments fold and his truth still shine. Facts. He ain't cocky, he just knows who he stands for. Say something, and he's locking the faith like a lion ready for war. Yeah. What? Elijah in the ring and he never backs up. Bible in his hand when the doctrine acts up. What? Islamic dilemma got him stuck, jammed up. Say something. He hits them with the truth and they can't stand up. Yeah, young Christian soldier, yeah, he built for the fight. Hold up, knows the scripture like a blade sharp, cutting through the night. Facts on it. You wanna bring a claim, better bring it right. Cause Elijah drive facts and he end your whole night, run it back. Yeah, that's Elijah, baby. Young lion standing firm in the faith. What? Never folding, never shaking. Hold up, always leading in with scripture. Always bringing the light. Facts. Bring an argument, he break it down clean. Say something, bring a doctrine, he slice it with the word. Yeah, he ain't here for clout, he here cause God raised him for this. Refuting falsehoods daily, walking with the armor on. What? And if you stepping unprepared, hold up. You already know what happens. Truth wins every single time. Facts on. Woo. Elijah Land, yeah. Yalla in the ring and he never backs up. Bible in his hand when the doctrine acts up. What? Islamic dilemma got him stuck, jammed up.
Let me get off. What's the deal, everybody? God bless you. I pray that everyone is doing well. What's the name? When possible, Jordan Travis will be able to join us. Lord willing. But until then, what's the deal, Dr. Delicate Touch? Until then, let's see. How was y'all Thursday? This was supposed to be my last day at work, but I'm gonna be working like 12 days straight. So I ain't gonna be able to stay forever. Unfortunately. But how everybody day, man? Should've worn the nice sweater again? No. I gotta make sure I keep a reminder on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, stuff like that. I can't wear stuff like that. So Man, I wonder when. Dang, bro. I hate when I can't see my YT chat, bro. Like, what's going on? I got no idea what's going on over there. Is there a link to join? Yes, there is. Boom. Boom. Oh, no sweater? Bro, there's no way you guys expect me to wear a sweater 2 days in a row. Bro. You never see me like that. I've never moved like that. For you guys to assume that that was going to be the move is insane work. It says a lot about how you guys view me personally. Like, oh, he probably going to wear the same thing 2 days in a row. That's crazy to me, bro. Like, come on, bro. Don't do me like that. TikTok, do not be playing. Please tap the screen. Can we get it to 1,000 likes before we start letting guests alright, cool. You ain't gotta do no like that. Live on a Thursday, is this a normal thing or I'm tripping? So my manager Cam, he been telling me like, hey bro, like you need to go live more often, and Thursday could be a day where me and Jordan go live together. So that's what's happening today, is that me and Jordan going live together. Hello?
Yo,
What's up?
what's it called? Are you Protestant?
Yeah, right now I am.
You're Protestant? Yeah, I was wondering, don't y'all believe in child marriage?
Who?
You Christians, like, don't y'all believe in child marriage?
Nah, gang.
But doesn't the Bible, like, say you can, like, marry after the flower of youth?
That means past the age of puberty.
Yeah, I know that means past age of puberty, but, you know, puberty can reach between, like, 8.
No, so past the age of puberty means that you're done with puberty. You're usually done with puberty at the age of like 17, 18.
17?
That's when you're done. It's not talking about when puberty starts. It says past the flower of her youth. Which means that it's done.
Yeah, but that's not till 17. It's from 8 to 12.
No. You think you're done with puberty at 12 years old?
No, I literally search it up, and there's like many sources on Google that say that if you search it up.
No, you're not done
So
with
you
puberty.
just stop growing at 12. And
Yeah,
all the girls you know, they just stop growing at 12.
There's dudes who...
No,
They
it's
was
not
just
that
fully
they
mature
stop
at
growing.
12.
They're
That's
like
what
done
happened.
with maturing, you know, like the body of the woman, like the breasts and etc. are done.
At 12?
In some cases, yes. What do you mean? It's
Nah.
you can search it up yourself. I have a video about it on my page as well.
You just look
Made
this
a
up in
video
your
about
spare
how
time?
Girls are just done at 12.
Yeah,
That's
'cause I always
crazy.
see on,
That's what you made a video about.
That's how you
They're
spent
just
your
12.
time.
No, I was gonna tell you why. It's
That
'cause,
says
I'm not-
you don't need to tell me why. It says a lot about you. I feel like I know everything I need to know.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't say a lot about me.
It says everything that I need to know. Jordan, you need to know anything else about this
I
dude?
don't need to know it.
That's like, man, that's crazy.
running now?
That's how you spend your time is wild, bro. But that's not how, that's not how I get down personally. Nobody I know actually get down like that for real. But hey, bro, y'all see him? Y'all got his his username.
Yeah, I got his info.
Yeah, just go ahead, bro. Y'all got it. He over here arguing like we Muslims, right? Shoot. This dude over here in the comments talking about running. Bruh, you just told me you spent your free time looking up when you can have sex with little girls, bro. That's crazy. I'm not interested in having conversations like
What's up,
that.
guys? How are you doing?
I'm good, bro. How you doing?
I'm doing fine, bro. I'm doing fine.
That's what's up.
So what country you live in? America?
Nah,
What country?
me, I live in Peru.
Yeah. Peru.
Yup,
That's like South America, right?
yup.
And the right one, you're from America?
My country's like 50 miles outside of Russia.
It's like Kazakhstan or something.
Dang, yeah, you got the exact country right.
Damn, bro. Like, you know.
You know your geography. Boy, go ahead, man.
All right. So I got a question, right?
Mm-hmm.
You believe Jesus is God, right?
I want you to convince us not to be Christian, bro.
Okay. You believe Jesus is God, right?
Okay. All right. Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, right. No. It's just a question. It will be right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes or no.
Mm-hmm.
And you also want to follow Jesus, right? Like how he lived and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Jesus worshipped God. He prayed to God, right? So I have two questions. How can a God have a God? If the definition of God is all-knowing, all-powerful, almighty, and etc. So how can a God have a God? If a God is almighty, all-knowing, and capable of everything, why does he need a God?
I'm gonna go pee. You got this, Jordan.
He took on a human flesh, so by definition, he would have a God over him.
But if he's a God, why would he need a God?
He doesn't need a God. He just has a God because he took on flesh.
So
You're
he
human,
has a
you
God, but
have
he
a
doesn't
God.
need one. So he doesn't need the Father, the God.
You said
That's
what?
what you're saying. You said Jesus doesn't need God. So the Father.
No, the reason he doesn't like need a God, i.e., is because he didn't need to take on flesh. He chose to.
So he doesn't need a God, you're saying.
Huh?
So you're saying Jesus doesn't need a God.
He is God
But how can he have a God?
because
he's
he took
God.
on flesh. And if you're a human being, then you have a God over you that isn't in flesh.
Okay, another question. You want to follow Jesus and stuff like, right? So just like how I want to follow Muhammad. If Jesus worshipped, Jesus never said in the Bible, not in a single sentence, I am God. He never said that. Jesus himself never said, I am God.
Why does he have to
Never,
say I'm
ever,
not
ever in
God?
the whole Bible. He never said, I am God.
Why does he have to say that exactly?
Just I am God or something like that, like I am God. People called him God. People called him 100% human and 100%
He
God
never
and
denied that
stuff.
he was God, so he just let
Yeah, but he
everybody else
also
call
never
him
said,
God.
he never said, I am God. So
He doesn't
why
have to
do you
say
not,
I am God. If he
so if
says
you
I'm all
want to,
powerful, that means he thinks he's God.
okay, but if you want to follow Jesus, why don't you worship the same God as Jesus? You worship,
I do.
you pray to Jesus, and you don't, and Jesus doesn't pray to himself. So why don't you pray to the
Christians
God, the
believe
Father?
Jesus prayed to himself and the Father and the Spirit. You can't pray to one and not the others.
But how can a God pray to himself? If God
He has two
doesn't need a God, why
natures.
would he pray? Before what would he pray to himself? What would he ask if he
So
same if
when
I
he
just
takes
right
on
now,
flesh, when he
yeah,
takes on flesh, he's purifying our nature. So he's purifying all the actions that we can do, i.e., prayer. So through his prayer, he's purifying our ability to pray. So by praying to himself and the Father and the Spirit, he's perfecting our prayers that we can pray to God. So that's all
but
that
how can you
means.
pray? Yeah, but how can you pray to yourself? That's not possible to pray to yourself. It's
What's the
not it's
contradiction?
if I same if I right now ask myself for $1,000,000, or if I ask myself
You
right
have
now, I
two
pray to myself
natures?
that huh?
Do you have two natures and one nature that is like capable of giving you $1,000,000?
No, I
Because
don't. But
Jesus
so
has
did
two
Jesus,
natures. So he
because
has a
Jesus
divine nature and a
is
human nature.
he didn't. Jesus actually was a messenger of God and what was not a God himself.
I
Even
mean,
the
that's what
Bible
you say
says,
that he's wrong.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And I believe you're wrong. You believe I'm wrong. But that's just how it is, you know? Yeah. But what would I want to say? Let me think. 1 second. I didn't think I had something in my head. Oh yeah. No, I forgot. Oh yeah. No, I forgot. Never mind. And how come there are so many Bibles? Eventually, it will be wrong, right? So how can you believe in a book that is wrong,
I
that
don't
has
even know
errors?
where you, where, why. So what's the point of asking why there's so many Bibles?
No, where are there so? I'm asking, why are there so many errors in the Bible?
There aren't.
There are. I can pull my laptop right now and get some if you want.
Okay.
All right, bet. 1 second. I have some verses here and stuff.
Okay. Thank you, Lord, for all you done for me. Hey.
Okay, Mark 38. Jesus in there said Jesus slept. Psalm 121-4, it said God doesn't sleep. But Jesus is God, so how is that
All right.
possible?
So you're gonna bring up like all like the typical like TikTok comment, like, "Oh, these are
No,
contradictions."
no,
So
no, no,
like,
no, no, no. But how
no,
is
no,
that
no. I'm
possible?
like explaining it because because I know you
Oh
have a
yeah.
whole list of them. They're not actually contradictions. So in order for something to be a contradiction, it has to be true and not true in the same way, the same sense. So
Okay,
God in his
if you
divine
yeah,
nature cannot sleep. That doesn't make sense. However,
exactly.
God, i.e., Jesus, in his human nature can sleep. So there's no contradiction.
Okay. If you okay, I have another thing if you don't want me to bring up like the what you say, the TikTok stuff. Okay, I have
I
another
mean, you can
question.
bring it up. I'm just giving you the explanation before you get in. Like, I've read
Yeah,
those
yeah, yeah,
comments
yeah,
a
yeah, no
thousand
problem, no
times,
problem.
bro.
Okay, I have another question. Jesus is God, right?
Mm-hmm.
Define God. What the definition of God? What I just said, like the Almighty, all-knowing stuff, right?
You know, all powerful, all knowing sustainer of the universe that gives existence to all things and
Yeah,
sustains all
exactly.
things.
But in the Bible says, Mark 13:32. I have to translate real quick. 1 second. I have it all in my own language.
That no man knows the day or hour.
Yeah, 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 exactly.
Yeah, that word for
No
know in
one
Greek,
knows. No one knows the day and hour. Even the angels of heaven, and even the
nor the
Son
Son
not.
of
But
God. Yeah, only
if
the
the
Father.
Son
Yeah.
is God and knows everything, how can he not know?
Yeah, so the word for know there in Greek is oiden, and it literally means to reveal or to make known. And you can read this in St. Augustine. You can read that in St. Cyril of Alexandria. You could also read that in St. John Chrysostom, and all it means is that he's not
Uh-huh.
revealing when he's coming back. That's literally all it means.
But why does it says even the Son doesn't know? If the
Because
Son
he's not
knows everything,
revealing it.
that he's God.
Because he's not revealing it.
But he revealed himself already, right, to the world. He hanged to the cross, what you believe and
Yeah,
stuff.
but he's not revealing when he's coming back.
No, but he doesn't know, so he doesn't know it.
The word
He doesn't
know
even know.
means to reveal it. That's what it means.
Yeah, but he doesn't know, and the God knows everything,
All
right?
right, so
The God,
look. When when I say like, "Hey, do you see what I'm saying?" Am I talking about visually? What does see mean there? When I say, "Do you see what I'm saying?" What does that mean?
like, do you understand?
Okay, so it's not talking, but to see, right? That word normally means to like, to observe something visually, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So in this context, the word know doesn't mean to have head knowledge of, but it means to declare something, to reveal something. So when it says that no one knows, that word "know" in that context means to declare. The same way how "see" in that context, when I ask, "Do you see what I'm saying?" doesn't
like
mean
understand.
exactly.
But he would understand, right? Because he saw it.
Yeah, so he knows it in regards to head knowledge. He doesn't declare it, or he's not declaring it to them right now.
What was declaring, man? Sorry, I'm not that good in English.
It's okay.
Declare.
Declare.
What does that mean?
Oh, declare means
make it
to
known,
make it known, to
tell
reveal it.
everybody about it.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. But like, all due respect, but I don't really understand law, to be honest, man. Like, I kind of like read stuff from the Bible and watched a lot of videos, but it doesn't make sense, to be honest.
Oh,
Because
okay. Well, cool. Can you like tell me what religion are you? What do you follow?
I'm a Muslim personally.
You're a Muslim? Okay. Why are you Muslim?
I'm Muslim. First, I was Muslim because I was raised,
Mhm.
and eventually I was like, okay, I'm Muslim, but like, I'm just a Muslim, you know. Like, I don't seek knowledge and stuff. Just I'm a Muslim because I was born one. So then I kind of investigated and stuff. I kind of read the Bible and asked friends and stuff. No, I'm not a Shia. I also read the Quran, and the Quran just made way more sense to me.
Like what? What makes sense?
Just everything compared to the Bible.
Everything?
Almost everything, yeah, because the Bible and the Quran has some similar things to each other, like Moses and yeah, I don't really know the
There's
English
some
names,
stuff that just doesn't make sense to me in the Quran.
such as
That Allah turned Jews into pigs and monkeys because they disobeyed the Sabbath.
where does that stand?
If you go to the Surat al-Baqarah,
I'll pull it up 1 second. I'm trying to fix stuff.
And what verse of Surah Al-Baqarah?
you say you're Sunni, right?
I am.
Okay, cool. I think it's gonna be 65.
One second, I'm gonna pull it up.
Eli, you can pull up Ibn Kathir.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I was fixing the streams.
Over here it says, "Then we revived you after your death, so that you might be grateful." Is that what you
65?
mean? 265.
No, like, yeah, like verse 65.
Oh, okay.
My fault,
yeah.
gang.
This man just did that junk in my ear, bro.
My fault, gang. Dang.
Bro, sending out mating calls on this bit, bro.
Dude.
Freaking alligator, bro.
Certainly you have the knowledge
Of those among you.
who transfigured the matter of the Sabbath, who said to them, "Become apes abased." So I don't really know that, to be honest. But
Yeah, if you scroll down a little bit, it's gonna tell you that he turned like all the kids and the monkeys and the older Jews into pigs. But yeah, we don't have
I don't
any
think it
history of
means
that.
like it's
No,
more
it does.
kind of like
If
for
you go to Ibn Kathir, it'll pull it up. You know how to get to the tafsir, Eli?
Yeah, it's right here. I don't know if you can see it.
I can't see it.
Oh, it's the first part. This ayah means, O Jews, remember that Allah sent his torment on the village that disobeyed him and broke their pledge and their covenant to observe the sanctity of the Sabbath. They began using deceitful means to avoid honoring the Sabbath by placing nets, ropes, and artificial pools of water for the purpose of fishing before the Sabbath. When the fish came in abundance on Saturday as usual, they were caught in the ropes and nets for the rest of Saturday. During the night, the Jews collected the fish after the Sabbath ended. When they did that, Allah changed them from humans into monkeys, the animals having the form closest to humans. Their evil deeds and deceit appeared lawful on the surface, but in reality, they were wicked.
Okay, but this doesn't mean it's all Jews. This is like probably the certain group of Jews that was like
That broke
how
the
do I say
Sabbath.
that?
Yeah, but historically
Yeah,
we don't have that. And like, if your cousin broke the Sabbath and you saw him turn into a monkey, would you kind of let people know about that? And then you probably want to warn them, right? Like, hey guys, we probably shouldn't do this because you remember when Allah or Hashem or whatever you want to call him turned us into monkeys?
yeah.
Yeah,
Of
that's
course I
nowhere in
would.
history.
What do you mean? There's nowhere in history.
That's nowhere in their history. If you read their books, they'd never never wrote anything about them turning to monkeys. And then there's other parts of the hadith, well, not the hadith, but the tafsir that says that they were turned into pigs as well.
So we're talking about like history, like just how they teach in schools and stuff, like just the history.
In their history, like if you read well, they have different books, but if you read their books, there's nothing about that at all.
With the Quran?
No, it's only in the Quran. It's not in the Jewish text or anything.
But you said there's multiple books. What has multiple books?
In Judaism,
Oh, the Torah.
well, they have the Torah, they have the Tanakh, which is all of them, and then they have the Talmud, they have the Mishnah, the Zohar,
Okay.
a whole bunch of different things.
I personally think they wouldn't put stuff like that in their history because I don't really think the Torah is just right, just how I believe the Bible isn't. And yeah, a lot of history, the same with like the history is teaching in schools. I personally believe a lot of history that's in the books is false, and a lot of history that happened is not in the books.
So you wouldn't tell your friends and family, hey, like God just turned us into monkeys for breaking the Sabbath.
Depends on, to be
You'd want to
honest.
keep that secret. You wouldn't want that anywhere in history.
Uh,
So you wouldn't want
some
to
people
stop anybody
probably,
else from breaking the law so that they don't turn into monkeys. Hey, I mean, if that's
a
you,
lot,
hey,
yeah, it's
me
on me.
personally,
A lot of people. Khadat has to be up, but a lot of people
All
like
right, for
the
sure.
history is made by a lot of evil people.
God bless, bro.
Let me see.
Reading the comments and want other people to come up. I'm gonna take a guess up from YT. Nathan, what's up, man?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Jordan, can you hear him? You said no?
Good
Yeah.
afternoon.
Okay.
Y'all.
Yeah,
Do
what's
you hear me?
yeah.
Good afternoon. Y'all. I've been following your channel for a minute. Elijah is your name, right? Nice to finally meet you, man.
bro, don't elbow me in the head, bro.
Nice to meet you too, bro.
So, convince you not to be a Christian. I'm not gonna spend too much time on my background here, but I used to be a Christian, but I'm no longer a Christian. I'm an agnostic now. And a lot of things made me fall away from the Christian faith. But before I get into that, let me ask you, like, what do you believe in? What is your
Christianity.
version of Christianity that you believe in?
Oh, he a Catholic.
Catholic? Okay, okay. And what about, I don't know the name of your other friend here, but what about you?
I just
He-
follow whatever he follows, bro.
Okay, okay. So I guess I'll just start with biblical examples then. Do you believe in the notion of free will? Like, what is your definition of God and how he interacts with humans?
Which
Those are
question you want us
two.
to
Yeah, those
answer?
are two
You want
different
us to
questions.
answer free
Yeah, my
will?
bad. That
Or
was
you
too quick.
want
My
to-
fault. My fault. Let's start with your definition of God, because I personally believe that biblical free will can't exist. But let's start with your definition of God.
all
Heard a bit of it
powerful,
from
all
the
knowing,
last.
all good, all loving, sustainer of the
Okay.
universe,
Yeah, so
pure
you just said it.
existence.
Do you believe in the notion of free will?
Yeah.
You believe that biblical free will exists. This
I
is
don't even
actually
know
one of the
what you mean by biblical free will. What do you think biblical free will is?
biblical free will means that everyone's allowed to choose good or evil. Everyone is under their own authority to not sin, to draw closer to God, and reject the temptations of the devil. Is that correct by your standards?
That's a rough concept of free will, but I guess kind of.
Okay. What's your concept of free will?
Um, do you want like an easy definition, a
Ah,
harder definition?
good. Give me a harder definition.
Um, my definition of free will is just gonna be like, hmm. Actually, I'll just use using your natural faculty to exercise judgment according to your volition. That's like a medium one.
Okay, okay. Interesting. So you do believe that everyone is under their own authority?
I don't even know what you mean by that, brother.
Like when people sin, it's them that chose the sin, not anyone else.
Yeah,
Or when they get punished for their sins, it's they're getting punished.
yeah.
Okay. And you also believe that can God take away free will? Like if he enacts his will upon someone else or makes something happen that wasn't predetermined, does that negate free will? I'll give you an example of that in a moment, but I've been wanting to get this question answered for a
Does
while.
it negate free will? Not
Yes,
really.
can okay, it doesn't. All right. So the first question I asked you pertains to free will, because this is what actually kind of led to my deconstruction. If free will exists as we just defined it, how could you then be punished for the sins of other people?
What does free will have to do with you being punished?
Well, you said if you committed a sin,
Then you get
you
punished for
would
it. That doesn't
well,
mean
you would get
that
punished
you
for.
don't get punished because it's something that other people do, though. That doesn't follow logically.
I feel like it does. Okay, let me give a scriptural example then.
I mean, you could argue it might be unjust, but that has nothing to do with the free will in and of itself.
Hmm. Interesting. 1 second. I'm gonna find you guys for a minute though. It is good to finally have these types of conversations. 1 moment, if you don't mind. Um, take for example here in Deuteronomy 24:16, God states that the sins of a father or a parent will not be cast upon the sins of a will not the sins of a father will not be punished upon by the son and vice versa. So basically, the father cannot be punished for what his son does, and the son cannot be punished for what the father does. And I would extend this relationship to all parents. That is what it says.
Do you want the context of that?
Oh, yes. Please give me the context of that as we
Um,
take that.
so back in the ancient customs, when like a
Hmm.
son or something would like, no, okay, say you have a son, right? And
Hmm.
you go to like a war with somebody and you get in trouble and the king
Hmm.
finds you and he executes you. Now, back
Right.
in those days, um, what would happen was the king would execute the children as
Mm.
well, so that the children wouldn't be able to enact revenge.
Okay.
Because
I've
when the
heard something like
children
that
grow
too, by
up,
the
then
way.
they'll be mad and
Mm.
then like, oh, you killed my daddy.
I get it. I've
So
heard that too before too. So that's interesting. I'm happy you brought that up.
yeah,
Now, but and you feel like that, like that's what God means by that. Like he's separating himself from the world by stating that, right?
well, no, he's giving us specific commands. Like that's for us specifically because we don't know everything and we can't punish people
Right.
accordingly.
Of course. So only God can. Okay. But I feel like does that not contradict Joshua? Is it Joshua? Give me a moment. Yeah, Joshua 7:25, where Achan and his family were burned alive for Achan stealing gold or treasures from an enemy tribe from a military victory. Achan stole plunder or gold or some form of treasure, and he kept it. And Israel lost the next battle, and they was trying to figure out why they lost because they had God on their side, and they traced it back to Akin because Akin stole the gold. Now, if we're gonna go back to the context of Deuteronomy 24:16, why was Akin and his family burned to death instead of just Akin? Because only Akin stole, but his family was killed for him.
Does
Hey,
it? You want to go to a specific verse?
yeah.
Yeah, no. If you don't mind.
Yeah.
What did I just drop?
You said Joshua 7:15.
No, Joshua 7:25. I believe it was.
Uh, you said 25.
Yeah, 25. I'll even
And
go to it
Joshua
with
said, "Why did you bring trouble on my fault? Hold on. Joshua said, "Why did you bring trouble on us today?" And all Israel stoned him with stones. They burned them with fire and stoned them with stones. And they raised over him a great heap of stones that remains to this day. And the Lord turned from his burning anger. Therefore, to the day, the name of that place was called the Valley of Achor.
Mhm.
What?
One second. Let's see. So maybe was it not his son and wife that also was stoned and burned to death?
It just
Or was
says,
it
and
just
Joshua
him?
said, "Why did you bring trouble on us?" I think it. I mean, personally, I think it's just him because of if I remember
Yeah, no,
correctly. Yeah, if I remember
I see why
correctly,
you think that.
when talking about this though, they go from family to man to man. Because I think it goes
Hmm.
like the tribe, and then like the clan, and then the household, and then the man,
Right,
right?
yeah. I heard that
Yeah,
too. Yeah, like they go from, but
yeah. It
see,
goes it goes all the way,
it's
and then
kind of
it
confusing. But you see why like I
But
had that as a note.
because the man represents the entire household, it's a loss for the entire household. But I think and that's the reason as to why you see this switch between the singular pronoun and the plural pronoun,
In the pro.
because
Okay, I got you.
it's a loss between the entire household.
Okay, okay.
But yeah, I think he's the only person that actually is unalive.
I get that. I mean, I might not agree with that interpretation, but I actually thank you for actually giving me an answer to that because I've asked many people on YouTube and never got one. So I genuinely appreciate it. Like in good faith. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Um, but I feel like the same thing as well happens when you to David as well and his son. So as we know, first and second, Samuel, we both know the story of Saul and we both know the story of King David.
Hmm.
Now we know that David sinned and he cheated on his wife with Bathsheba,
Mm.
correct? Now, for that sin, David didn't really receive any punishment. I guess you could say his punishment was those around him, but I feel like that doesn't conflate with what was said earlier. Not only is his infant son like killed over the span of 5 to 7 days through illness, David's concubines are also raped as a form of punishment then. So
There wasn't rape,
how
bro. There wasn't rape.
it wasn't rape?
No.
So how would you describe it?
Was Bathsheba raped?
No, not Bathsheba.
Yeah,
He
exactly.
cheated
So
with
yeah,
Bathsheba.
exactly. But the
No,
same
I'm
way
talking
that
about his concubines.
the same thing that he did in private, this is gonna be done in public. So the crime of someone's wife, which like obviously these are the wives of David, right?
Hmm.
They willfully go and have sex with someone else that was in a position of power. David loses his kingdom. They
Right.
willfully go and have sex with someone who took David's kingdom. It's not
Okay.
talking
Okay.
about grape.
I got you. I got you. I just again to me that's how it just seemed to me as well. Like I just
No,
it just seemed to me like
the ability to sustain multiple women on like your finances and everything, that's obviously that's
Hmm.
a show of great wealth and power, right? Like a lot of people obviously can't afford multiple wives. The king was able to afford
Right, yeah.
multiple
The
wives.
king was
Although
able
I'm
to do
not,
that. Solomon did the same thing too.
yeah,
Interesting
and
enough.
it led to their destruction, obviously.
Understandable.
But in regards to that, it's saying that when he says that, oh, your concubines are going to be taken from you and they're going to have sex on the roof or whatever.
Mhm.
Um,
That was like you view that as consensual. I've seen that interpretation before.
yeah,
Again,
yeah,
I
it's
just didn't really
110%.
see. I don't really agree with it, but I can see where you're
Well,
coming
I mean,
from. Again,
you could also look at the way in which the Bible views grape. Like there's
yeah.
multiple instances, even in First and Second Samuel, where there is an instance of grape, and look
Hmm.
at what happens, right? Like
Hmm.
there's murder that takes
I
place
understand.
when grape happens. So the Bible's not a place that ever looks right on grape for real.
Okay, okay. Now that I get that, and I appreciate you for absolving and then giving an answer to like the rate problem because that was like I'm not gonna say that was obviously all my deconstruction, of course, but like it kind of I was thinking about it. You know, it
Hmm.
was kind of
But
up in the air for
it's
that.
the same thing that he does in private, right? He
Hmm.
abuses his power. He goes and
Right.
he
So
takes a wife that's not his, right? All of those things that
okay,
happen in private, that's being displayed in public.
it's
But he
coming in
never
public.
graped.
Okay.
He never graped
Right.
nobody.
It was you're saying it was consensual, and I have
Yeah.
kind of heard that before. Again, I don't know how much I agree with it, but I'm like I at least appreciate the answer, honestly. And
Hmm.
feel free to ask me questions about my own worldview as well. Being an agnostic, I would love to answer questions too as well. But
So you don't believe in God?
no, I. It's not that I don't believe in God. I don't believe in a personal God. I do believe the universe could have had a creator. It's just that we don't know enough about it to prescribe it to one.
So you think it's an impersonal God?
I think it can be an impersonal God. I feel like it could be a higher power that we cannot comprehend that created the universe, but doesn't really either care or want to get involved with human affairs.
Like
You think he
deity.
sustains the universe or like
I think he could sustain it, but he doesn't. He's not really present in it. He might have just created it, or whatever it was, might have
yeah,
just
I don't
created
think
it.
that's logically possible.
Why not? Why do you think that's not logically possible?
I think God has to be like the ultimate
Presence.
existence. Yeah.
So you think God is a necessity for the universe? Now, I've also like I understand that, but I wonder why do you attribute these eternal concepts to God, but you can't attribute these eternal concepts to say the universe as well? Like, what if the universe sustains itself?
That's a
You know,
contradiction.
is it? I mean, is it a contradiction because we found that it comes from a specific point? Is that why you think it's a contradiction?
I mean,
That the universe had a beginning?
that's one of the reasons is a contradiction because one, it changes.
No, I
Two,
get it.
because if it changes, that goes against one of the arguments for God's existence, i.e., argument from motion.
Hmm.
Two, I think that the universe is not pure existence in and of itself. So therefore, it can't be God, and it has to have its existence
It has
attributed
to
to
have
it
a
by something.
okay. And again, I kind of feel the same way. I just don't think it's personal. But again, I feel like the biggest answer is I don't know. But then again, if you don't know, how could you really gain knowledge? You know what I mean?
I think it
Trying to
has
work
to
through
be
that.
personal.
And you think it has to be a personal
Yeah.
creation? Okay, okay. I don't agree with that, but I see why you think that.
Well, I mean, we would think it'd have an intellect.
Right. You because again, I do
There's
appreciate
arguments
the
for it
intellect
having
of
an
it.
intellect, though.
What are the arguments for it having intelligent design?
No,
Like the constants. Okay.
I mean, kind of, but not really. No.
Okay.
So it would be based off of something called the principle of sufficient reason. Um,
Mm-hmm.
did you want to get argument, Eli?
No, no, you got it, bro.
No, you might
All right,
as
go
well
ahead.
give it. Man. It's the same. It literally stems from the argument of motion as well.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, like pretty much from the arguments, whichever one argument for motion or deente, is going to get to the point where we understand that God is all powerful. And this is one of the easier arguments. A God being all powerful isn't going to have
Mm-hmm.
arbitrary limits on his power.
Hmm.
Obviously, like intellect is a type of power. Having intellect is a type of power. If we're like this being obviously has that power, because otherwise it would just be an arbitrary limit that you're placing on an all-powerful deity,
Right,
or an
right.
all-powerful being. So not only does this being have intellect, but he's
It's limitless.
yeah
Did I
I
say
get it.
principle of sufficient or
called
did I
which
say
one?
principle of
You said,
proportionate?
I think you said principle of sufficient reasoning,
Oh heck
and
no.
I kind of
I
do
meant
follow
no no
that.
no. I
Yeah.
meant
Yeah,
that's what I said.
that's
That's
my
wrong.
boy. That
Heck nah,
brother,
that's wrong.
you must have learned
I'm
that from
sitting
the
here thinking like,
Patreon.
oh, something felt weird when I said it. No, so the
Okay, okay,
principle of
okay.
proportionate causality. That's what I
Yeah,
meant. Like
that's
Okay,
another
okay.
that's another
Proportional
one too.
causality.
So
okay.
So you
that's
think?
just going to, well, the principle of proportionate causality is just going to
Hmm.
state that whatever is in an effect has to be in a
Hmm.
cause in some way. So like say for instance, if I
Right.
see like this water is hot, right?
Something has to cause that. I get that.
Not
So
just
like
something
we've
has to
got.
not just something has to cause it, but whatever causes it has to possess this property of heat in some way, right?
Right.
Either the ability
I've heard that.
like yeah,
Hmm.
so that's another way that you could go about it. Like a easy way in that is okay, this thing causes minds and persons and intellect and woo wham.
So it has to
Therefore,
have one. It has to
yeah,
have
it would
one.
have to be contained in it in some way. And then another way is that like, it's a little bit more complicated, but it's just going to be
Hmm.
the fact that all things that exist are contained in it in some way that doesn't induce change, which would only be able to exist in an intellect, which means that it would have to have an intellect.
Understandable. I get that. I get that. So basically, the created being would have to reflect the characteristics of the creator, basically.
In some way,
Some
shape,
ways, yes.
or
I got
form.
it. Okay, okay.
Yes.
Understandable. And that's why the universe can't have those attributed eternal concepts because it's mindless. It doesn't have a beginning or end, or it doesn't have a intellect or ability to reason. That's why you disagree with that.
I mean, kinda. That's one of the reasons to a degree.
Okay, I got you. I get you. I get you.
But that would take a
Interesting.
little bit more proving for it to be the conceptual side. But you can argue just like with morality and different things like that. Well,
Yeah,
if it
I
has
was gonna say
intellect, but if it has intellect, then it's automatically going to be a person
right. Yeah, I get you.
because
And
it's going
again,
to
I
have
feel
the
like
highest of intellect.
well, I've heard that too. Like on the metaphysical like groundings, I've heard those. Like I want to understand them more. I'm getting more into philosophy myself, so it is. I'm learning more about it, but I do acknowledge that that is a problem for not just atheists; it's also agnostics as well. Because purely materialistic universe cannot account for morality unless you want to say it's evolved. But even then, that's still shaky. I mean, Albert Camus wrote it best, in my opinion. But what's it called? I get what you guys mean. I do.
For sure. Well, here, we're gonna try to move on and get through as many guests because Jordan, he got
I
a
got you.
he got a busy night tonight, so
I got you.
we're gonna try
I'm
to
gonna
move
come
forward.
back. I'm gonna
Yeah,
come back
nah,
another time. But
no problem, man.
honestly, though, real talk, I really appreciate the conversation.
I appreciate you coming up. You're probably gonna be one of the best guests that we got today, so I appreciate that, bro. God bless you, man.
Same to you, man. I appreciate it. We'll talk more about it another time.
All
I
right,
want
for
to be
sure.
back.
All right, later.
See you, man. I'm gonna go back to the stream.
Say less. All right, I know a couple people was waiting on me on TikTok, bruh. Hold up. Before we move on, shout out to Latore. Appreciate what you do. God bless you with a $5 super chat. God bless. And then Nate just sent in a $10 super chat. Appreciate the Thursday stream. Well, shout out to Cam for that, man. And shout out to Jordan for agreeing to do this, man. I hate dragging him along for things, but he's just so charitable and just trying to teach me the way in which I'm supposed to be and to go and everything like that. So he shows up and does charity like this. So, I really do appreciate it and appreciate the $10 super chat. Oh yeah, where's Neo at? Neo's so lucky I don't have my Neo's so lucky I can't have my TikTok. Me and my YT chat just up, bro. But yeah, he's so funny. I had to have him so that we could all laugh. Do your job and give us more books. I don't know why you're talking to Jordan like that, but I don't think he appreciates that tone. Jordan makes me laugh. That's cool. That's cool. He makes me laugh too. He's a funny guy. Funny fella. All right, let's move. Let's move on. Oh dang! Nobody who is in the chat isn't in the request is in the request no more. Jordan is super funny. All right, bro. I don't be seeing none of y'all dying laughing every single Jordan live, bro. Like, all I'm saying is just consistency. If he's that funny, bro, make sure I see y'all. I want to see y'all in the chat, dying laughing at everything that he say. Like, that's what I want to see. All right, bro. We're not doing this, right? Yo, what's up?
How we doing, Elijah, Jordan, Mike? How you guys doing? I am an atheist,
Mm-hmm.
and you say convince us not to be Christian. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
You're not the jit that be using the Bayesian arguments, are you?
What's that? I've never spoken to you.
Oh, okay.
I'm
I
sorry.
guess y'all just all sound the same.
All the atheists sound the same? Damn.
Some y'all got like different categories. Like there's some that sound a little Reddit-ish, and there's some that sound like they know everything, but they really
But
don't.
I ain't mean
And
to send that invite, King J. I did not mean to send that.
And then there's just some that kind of sound like they may have an idea of what's going on.
So let's say like our friend Elijah is Catholic, and I'm guessing you're non-denominational, Jordan, right?
Hey man, no, you just look. If this look, and he confirmed non-denominational too. Like he not looking into nothing. He know about his faith.
I'm glad you submit to the papacy. Eli.
Nice.
That's good. That's good.
Look, man, if we gonna be on the two extremes, man, this dude might be a little. He might know a little something, man. So what's up? What was your question that you have for Jordan?
So you guys believe in the same God, but let's say our brothers, the Catholics, believe that we are not in the fullness of the faith. And technically, you guys are not even saved as non-denominationals because you guys are not baptized by our brothers who are bishops.
But
that are
I mean,
aligned
and
to
also
Peter.
you have to be baptized in the name of the Father, Son, and Spirit. Jordan, he don't even believe that. He just got baptized in the name of Jesus.
Lying on my name.
Jesus got baptized in
baptized in the rain.
he had them pray and walk outside. It was just raining. He said it's God's baptism. I was like, wow.
Yo, that's funny.
Not a sad part is just as like he's actually confident
So-
what folks have told him.
That man got baptized in the rain.
Like just
So
went out in like storms and just jumped in the water and said they was baptized type junk.
That's tough. That's tough.
So you see how?
Nah, but I mean, I think that Catholics would say that you're
You don't have
saved.
to be a bishop to be baptized.
Yeah.
To baptize somebody.
You could get baptized in Catholicism. You could get
the
baptized by a
priest-
heretic as long as like the form is correct in regards to like you being baptized in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
If I'm correct, it is the priest that has to baptize you because they have the authority to. Basically
No, you could get
No, that's the normative way to do it.
Yeah.
Like the proper way, but it can be done by someone who's not a priest according to Catholicism.
Yeah, so like for example, if Jordan wanted to become Catholic and he was baptized in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, they wouldn't re-baptize him.
Well, if he was baptized in an Orthodox church, they wouldn't ask him to be baptized. But if he was baptized in the rain, then they would probably ask him.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. The form needs to be correct. Like at Protestant church, like if I started a church, I would be like, hey, bro, we probably need to re-baptize you. If you just got baptized in the rain, not gonna hold you. But
So what was this argument about?
Yeah, I got you. No worries. The reason why I said this because you see how we have divisions already in Christianity toward theology, right?
And
So the reason why I say that is because, in my opinion, you guys are not going to think this is funny, but I say it with all due respect, right? Christianity is a cult, right? They have convinced us that
Can you prove it
There's an
false
invisible
though?
guy. Well, I'll take my statement and then we'll get there, right? They convince them that there's an all-powerful being, right, that leads us
That's
to our
true.
free will. And then after our free will, we will either be condemned or exalted and taken to heaven, right?
Amen.
But unfortunately, right, let's say Jesus did come in the past, right? Unfortunately, this deity called Yahweh has not shown himself in, I don't know, 2,000 years.
There's people
So
that
at
haven't
least in
showed
this,
themselves to me in like 2-3 years. It doesn't mean they no longer exist or they never did exist. Like I don't. This has nothing to do with
absolutely none of us
anything.
have.
Can you like prove that he doesn't exist?
Well, he exist in this three-dimensional world?
What do you mean in it? He sustains the three-dimensional world. You know, it's
Time
not three-dimensional.
when you say he sustains it, that's a claim,
And
respectfully, right? Like the gravitational force of the sun sustains this basically this cosmos, right?
so you
Gravity
can't prove
sustains you to the
Christianity
earth.
wrong.
No, I'm saying that I could prove that God does. You've never met God. He's never been here.
Does that mean he doesn't
The
exist?
concept. Yeah, he's a concept in your mind. He exists.
Can you prove that he doesn't exist?
Has anybody seen him?
Yeah, people seen him, but
Even
either
if you
way it
haven't,
goes,
like,
yeah.
if everybody was blind, that doesn't mean that God didn't exist.
Once again, even let's say if everyone was blind, right, the ground would still exist, right? Your heart would still
Brother,
exist.
there are things that we haven't seen in our own universe. That doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Yeah, absolutely, but that
So
doesn't
this is just a
pertain
bad
to
argument. So
God
can
existing.
you? I mean, if you
No, it's
could
not.
just say you can't prove that God doesn't exist, we could move on from there. Like,
Well, I'm walking you to it. He exists in your mind.
I kind of want to jog
Like
to it
when you
at least.
when you say, right, that he sustains the whole universe, this invisible being, all powerful, right? You attribute to him the power of ultimate power, because that's the explanation for him to be able to do
So
something
you can't
so
prove
incredible.
that the God doesn't exist. Is that what you're saying?
No, nobody can prove that he exists. That's the proof that he doesn't
That's
exist.
false. But
All
you
right,
can't
I'll
prove
give you
that
an
he doesn't
example.
exist.
Can you prove, right? Can you prove that unicorns don't exist?
What does that have to do with God existing?
Because it's the same thing. The fact that you can't prove it's because it doesn't exist. You understand? It's like proving.
It's not.
I don't know. That
Literally,
that,
the example that you used right there is part of the first steps for a proof for an existence of God. Literally, the example that you
okay.
used.
So Mr. Jordan, what is your proof that God exists?
Well, we can use your example, which you just used. Have you heard of something called a deante?
Nah, don't use my examples.
Huh? No, you used it. So have you heard of something called a deante?
What? How do you prove that God exists, my friend? You said that he's sustaining the. Okay, I'll take this, right? God is eternal, right?
Okay.
He has always been there, right?
Yes.
How do you know that?
Have you heard of something called the deante et essentia argument?
Go ahead. I'll listen to it. Walk with me. I'll walk with you, brother.
Okay, so one of the first parts of the argument has to do with something you just said, which is like, oh, a unicorn, right? So we can think of what a unicorn is without it having existence, correct?
Absolutely, yeah.
Same thing, we can think of lions and what they are by their essence without their necessarily need to be a lion existing, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is one of the ways that we know that something that is contingent, at least, his existence is really distinct from its essence. You agree with that?
No.
Okay, why don't you agree with that?
I got you, my brother. Because what you're describing is an external concept which has reached your ears and is now in your mind and you believe to be true.
Amen.
So you're adding attributes to that as if it exists. Like when you say It's eternal. The only way you would know a being is
When did I
eternal
say
is if you
eternal?
were eternal yourself.
Mm.
Well, I
What the
said he
freak
was
did I
eternal.
say
God is
eternal?
eternal, right?
Mm.
Is God
Huh?
eternal?
I haven't even
Is
gotten
God
to
eternal?
the part that God exists yet.
Mm.
Well, I was just moving forward with the conversation.
You're
but
just moving
I can
forward
stop
to
here and
something
listen
that
to
you don't even know what the freak I'm about to say next. You didn't answer a single question. You just said, "Nah, I just disagree." You know how like
Oh, I
logical
apologize. My
argumentation
bad. I
goes.
didn't.
I don't think
My
you
bad. I
did.
apologize. You were. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead, sir.
So
Go ahead,
can
brother.
we agree that at least
Yeah.
in contingent things, that existence is really distinct from the essence of something or what something is?
No. No,
Okay,
that's
why?
not so.
No, Peter.
Yeah, perfectly. Because let's say, in essence, right? Let's say a human being is a human being and it exists, right? The essence of a table is its particulars, right? The wood, the stone, the wood, the nails, the craftsmanship. That is the essence of the table. Yet it exists. When you go in to describe God, right? You're
What the
describing an
freak are you bringing
essence.
up God for?
Well, we're talking about God,
Right,
who,
Brother,
he
what the
just
freak?
made the.
Brother,
You don't see it, Jordan. So if you got a nature and an essence, and you exist, and the table it got a nature and an essence and it
and it
exists.
exists,
So the
but God
next
just don't
logical
exist, though. That's
thing,
how it's different.
the next logical thing
yes,
gotta be
right.
God. We went from humans to tables. We covered all the bases. What else we gonna talk
Okay,
about?
but
We gotta talk
because
about
the
God
nature,
next.
yeah, no worries.
Uh,
The nature of the table is its particulars, right?
Mm,
Can we
mm.
agree on
Alright,
that?
you know what? This was clearly too hard of an argument for you to
Nah,
understand.
gang.
So
No, no,
Why
no,
not?
nah,
Let Jordan
nah.
we're
run.
gonna have
Let
to
No,
Jordan
you
we're
run.
can't
gonna have to
quit.
move down to
Let
the
Jordan
Reddit
run.
level.
No, no, no,
No.
you can't quit, bro.
Let him
Push
run.
through.
No,
Let him
because this
run. Let Jordan run.
he talking about a freaking
I
Nah,
tried to
table,
tell
we're
and
gonna
he's
have
you.
to turn
saying,
him
I
yeah,
tried
the
Catholic.
to
table
tell you, bro.
exists.
It's about whether or
It's
not they can
We
particular.
gon'
understand it, bro.
No,
Go,
God don't
go.
we're
exist.
gonna have to take
Therefore,
it to a
like,
Catholic church.
Nah,
I'm sorry,
bro.
make it
Cook.
work.
bro, you
He
just
don't
not
even
Make it
know
making
work.
what's
sense,
going on
brother.
right
Like
now.
you
All right,
can't
I'll
even
listen.
process the first step of this.
Bro, push through.
You think I can?
Let
All right,
everybody
go
else
ahead,
I
hear
brother.
it.
know
Go
you
ahead.
can't. You just have you. I'm asking you the same question. You just talking about random stuff, brother.
Okay, go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
What do you mean? Go
Okay, so
ahead.
dumb it
Yeah.
down for
Okay.
me
Go
then.
ahead, Eli. Go.
No, I'm not
No,
doing
why
that,
not?
Go
man.
ahead,
Damn,
brother.
you said Eli's gonna dumb it down. That's
Go
funny.
ahead, brother.
Nah, Jordan, dumb it down for me. Okay, don't worry
Oh,
about it. Go
he's
ahead.
requesting
Brother,
you. Who are we but not servants? We are we are servants. Go
do
ahead,
you
right?
agree
He's requesting.
that this being a water bottle, right, or a
Yes.
water bottle in general, we can think about a water bottle, right? That is different, really distinct from the fact that a water bottle exists.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm.
Now, like I was saying, for the third time now, at least in contingent things, we can see that there is a real distinction between the essence of a thing and the existence of that thing.
Mm.
Okay?
Okay.
Do you agree?
Yes. We agree.
All right. Cool. However, when we consider these things logically, this creates a form of a contradiction of its existence. Why does it create a contradiction? Because in order for this thing to exist, we have an essence, right? That limits the existence. But this is a composition.
Can you
The
explain that?
essence without the existence isn't something that exists at all.
Mm.
And the
Explain that,
existence
please.
without the limit of the essence isn't the particular existence of, i.e., that water bottle.
Jordan, what is the essence of the water bottle?
Mm.
The essence is the definition of the thing. So, what is a water bottle?
Oh, no, use that now.
So let me get this right. You're saying that the essence, it's its definition, right? So you're saying that the word lion is the essence of the actual lion.
Mm.
The definition of what a lion is its essence.
The definition is not the lion itself, its own essence. You understand what you're doing, right? You're saying the concept, right? The concept, the mental word, its definition, in order for you to understand it. Actually, no, I got a better one.
Mm.
If you're hungry, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I tell you, I am going to give you the essence of an apple,
What is a
which
lion?
is its definition.
No. What
Give
is
me
a
one
lion?
second. Don't worry about it. Let's go to the apple.
No, I'm
Scratch
worried
the
about
lion.
it. What is a lion?
If you're hungry, right?
What is a lion?
And I tell you, I'm going to give you the essence of the apple. Which is more real, the definition of the apple or the actual apple?
Oh, so hold on. I think I get what you're saying. You're saying that
Now,
like
Elijah, don't help him.
brother, he don't need no help. I think I get what you're saying. I'm trying to help Jordan understand what you're saying. So you're saying,
don't help him.
hold on, I'm trying to, brother, I'm trying to help you.
Talking about a definition.
No, I know. So you're saying that
No, he said that.
Propositional.
That's what he said. He said the essence, and I quote him. He said the essence, it's its definition, right?
yeah. So when
if
you're
hungry-
talking about essence, right? You're pretty much talking about what a thing is. So what a thing is different from that a thing is, right? Like when I talk about exactly. So when we talk about what an apple is, that doesn't have anything to do with the fact of the apple's actual existence, right?
That's true. You're right.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what he's saying when he says that there is a difference, or a real distinction between essence or what a thing is and its existence. That a thing is. These things are really distinct. So that's what he's talking about.
That's true. You're right.
Okay, so
But then my question is, why do we put importance, right, into the definition or the essence rather than the actual thing?
because sometimes it's just important to understand what's being spoken about, right? Because the instance of a thing because if we're saying that the definition of a thing is just existence, you're not pointing out anything. There's no distinction between anything else, right? So like
Elijah, my brother. So what Jordan is trying to convince me of, right? He's trying to put me in the conversation in which I accept the definition of something that doesn't exist, right? Right? The definition of something exists. To take that as
water bottles don't exist.
So
apples don't exist. Lions don't exist.
Jordan, can I finish what I was going to say, Jordan? Don't worry.
No. You're going so far off.
Jordan, you're gonna take me away from what I was thinking. Give me a second. Give me a second, Jordan.
The reason why I'm saying it's the definition of it, huh?
Let me finish what I was saying, Jordan. I'll mute and I'll listen to you. I promise you. I don't got a problem.
Brother, you're going to do the same dumb behind thing you just did 5 minutes
listen, we don't
ago.
need the
Well,
insults.
5, it's probably like 8
I apologize. I apologize about the water baptism thing. I just thought it was fun, right?
Brother, what are you talking about?
What
the frick is wrong? Like, what are you talking about?
Why is a Catholic laughing at that? It's hilarious. Sorry, Jordan.
Like, what are you talking about, brother? I'm trying to.
It's okay.
You don't even know what I mean by when I say definition. It's talking about apprehending the ontology of something.
Like
what something is. That's literally just what it is, bro. So when he says what, it's cool. But when I say this, it's just effed up, right?
No, I didn't say
like that's
all
what I'm
that,
telling
Jordan.
you. Go into it, Eli. Just run the freaking grades.
No, I'm not doing it.
This jit is he's read it. He's read it, bro. Just go to the other one.
You want me to
the other one. I don't even know if he's gonna understand that one, bro. Just go.
Bro, I don't even think you understand what we say right now, but it's okay.
This man just said, "Hey, I'm pulling out a dictionary, and that's like if I read the word apple,
my apologies."
He thinks that I'm trying to say that the actual definitional words are an actual.
You said it's his essence. You said it's his essence.
That's what he said.
You did say it was his essence. That's what you said. But go ahead, Mr. Jordan. I'll listen to you. Go ahead, brother.
Brother, like, what do you want me to do if he's requesting exactly for you?
Comprehend what I'm about to say, bro. I haven't even gotten past.
Give him a chance. Give him a chance.
I gave him a chance.
Jordan.
This man is just not there. It's just the level is just not there.
Nah, he's mad because I said to him that if he's hungry,
I'm not even mad.
I'll give him the essence of the apple instead of the apple, and that equates to the same thing. But he know it doesn't.
He know
Because what
that.
he's trying to say to me is, I'm going to give you a definition of God,
Mhm.
and you have to equate that to reality. And I'm going to tell him, well, your definition is not reality.
Mm.
That's the circle that he doesn't want to get to.
He don't. You got
He's
him.
gonna say God is
You
all
got
powerful.
him exactly
He's gonna
where
say-
you want him,
And the
and he
sad
don't.
part is that this man thinks he's cooking
He's-
right now. Which is hilarious.
Look,
No, I'm not cooking, bro. I am not cooking.
Man
bro.
is handicapped, brother.
I'm not here to
He
cook.
doesn't-
I'm not
he
a
doesn't
chef.
even get what I'm saying.
I'm not even a chef. All right, go ahead, Jordan. Go ahead. Let's keep going.
Could you answer my question? What is Apple?
And apples is properties.
He's so locked in, bro. He's so locked. He's
Yo,
so
it's because I was
locked.
Catholic
Hey,
before.
I
got
ask a kid,
baptized
what
by
is
a
an
priest.
apple, Timmy? It's properties.
He's so locked.
You know how many
I'm
things
sorry,
have
my bad.
properties? How you know what the freaking apple is? Oh, it's properties.
I'm
This is properties.
I'm simplifying it for it because what do you want me to say to what is an apple to you? An apple, right?
Hey,
It's properties,
Eli,
right?
can you do something for me?
Hey,
Just
but
type it
hey.
in the dictionary online. Just look up what the freaking apple is, since this man doesn't know what the.
It's a
freaking
fruit. That's what you want me to say. I'm sorry. It's a fruit. Are you happy with that one?
Apple. Yeah.
See, he don't want me to be engaged in this conversation at all.
Hey, I don't want nobody to
Nah,
be engaged
Jordan-
in this conversation. This man's just idiot, bro. Like, oh my goodness.
Because I said an apple is just properties, and you call me an idiot.
This man doesn't know what an apple is, bro.
Right, like
Okay, it's
I
it's a fruit.
I mean, I could put, I could pull up what Google says.
Instead of mushroom, that's funny. Okay, so an apple's a fruit. What do you want to say?
Do you want me to pull up the definition or what?
No. An apple's a fruit.
Hey,
I was
saying-
asking.
Yeah. Hold on. No. Hold on. Let me pull an apple. It's a freaking fruit, bro.
Nah, let him bring it. Let him bring the apple.
Let him bring it. It's a
ironic.
fruit. That's what an apple
Hey
is.
guys,
It's a
I
fruit.
got an apple.
Yeah.
I got an apple.
Is that an orange?
Because an apple is just a fruit, right? Hi guys. Hello, I got an apple.
Mm.
Eat one of these, brother. Take
Okay.
a bite out of it, brother.
Mm.
That's not
Eat
an
the
apple. That's
skin
an
and all.
orange.
How you know
Bro,
it's
you
not
got an
a? How you
orange
know it's
instead
not
of
an
an
apple? How you know it's not an apple?
Bro,
What's an orange?
Is that an apple?
What's an orange?
Damn,
What's
Jordan,
an
you brought
orange?
an orange?
What's an orange?
Yeah, but no, I got you.
Smart
on
one.
the side. This guy said he
What's
was
an
gonna bring
orange?
it. You
How you know
you
this
said
is
you
an
brought
orange?
it. Did you
just-
bring an
huh?
orange instead of an apple?
It's not even an orange, but it's a grapefruit.
You said I'm gonna go get an apple. How can I even believe what
You
the
said the
essence of something
definition of
is
an apple is a
describing
fruit.
it? If
I asked you what an
bring-
apple was. You said a fruit, so
an
I grabbed a
orange.
fruit, and all of a sudden, this ain't an apple.
God
no more.
damn.
It's like
Oh, no,
wow.
Jordan.
It's just wow.
Wow.
This is
Elijah,
the
get your boy,
intelligence
Elijah.
level that we have to deal with.
I'm joking. All right.
This is the,
okay, but
this is the intelligence
let's-
level that we have to deal with.
You're the one that brought an orange when you were gonna bring an apple, and you
You
called
told me an apple. The definition of an apple is a fruit. That's what you told me.
It's okay. Okay, so what is it?
Did I bring a fruit?
You did bring a fruit. You brought an orange.
Oh, so I guess that's
I got
not
you,
the
babe. I'm
definition
sorry.
of an apple then? Because I just brought
So
you
what's
a
an apple,
fruit.
my brother?
Uh,
Okay, Jordan, what's an apple?
You told me it's a fruit, so I just brought a fruit. And apparently it's
I don't
an
know.
apple, bro.
Put you out your misery, gang. I got you. I got you, bro.
Just losing their freaking minds out here, bro.
I got you, gang. I don't know about that Pope stuff, but again, your walk in pursuit of the Catholic faith has been inspiring. Eli, Jordan, did you make inspiring, Eli? First of all, we need to stop these rumors. Jordan, did you make your writing on evil available to read yet?
I still don't know how to put that out. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Oh my days. But man, shout out to Clark, man, with the $50 super chat. God bless you. You wanted to hear the rest of that convo? You wanted to hear Jordan run the answer? He'll get a chance. He'll get a chance.
I'm starting to see why people just don't use it.
Nah, bro. Nah. Hello? No cap.
Hello?
Yeah, what's up?
Bro, what the hell is the DNT?
Oh, Jordan got you. Wait, are you atheist?
No.
What are you?
I'll say I'm Christian, but I'm not really in the community necessarily. But
A deity is one of the arguments it's one of the first arguments for the existence of God that was put forth by Thomas Aquinas. One of his best arguments, but it gets a little technical, so sometimes you got to use technical language. So Jordan
Oh,
is
so you just saying people not smart enough or something?
Not precisely. They just don't know the stuff behind it. That's clearly this is don't
that's
even know
what
what to break it
Jordan.
down.
I see where Elijah got it from.
That
Shit, I mean,
that I see. I don't be saying stuff like that, man.
You gotta
you
stop
definitely
lying to
be
people.
saying
You
people
just,
not smart enough for arguments all the time.
bro, it's a fact. You gotta stop lying to people and letting them think that they smart out here. It's just a fact.
How they gonna learn if you don't explain it though?
I can if they just shut the frick up and just
no
answer
cap,
the
not
questions and stop
capping,
being
man.
smart, Alex.
He talking.
All right, could you explain this to me then? Because when I
You
was
don't set
yesterday, I
yourself
was
up for that, man.
derailed. So
All right, go ahead, Jordan.
All right, so I'm gonna just put a little bit of background knowledge into the air right now.
all right, we're
So
listening.
usually when we use language, right, that is how we apprehend or how we understand the things which we are talking about, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So when we give definitions of things, we're explaining what something is, right?
Yeah, but when you was talking, I didn't really agree with when you were saying the essence is a definition. Like when you referenced the water bottle, when you was like its essence is a definition. If anything, the essence would be like the plastic and the water that it's made up of. You would call that its essence. Like a statue, you would say its essence would be whatever the statue is made out of, like rocks, and then its existence would be a statue because
So if you were
what it
going to
was sculpted
explain to me
into.
if you were going to define to me what a water bottle is, how would you do that?
It would be like it's plastic shaped in a cup holding water.
You see how you said the same exact thing that you just said when I asked you to define it, but you just said before that you didn't think it was a definition. That's
But
what I mean by definition.
Would you describe a statue as definition as a pile of rocks? Its definition would be more than just a pile of rocks.
What's the definition of a statue?
I mean, it would include the essence, which is a pile of rocks, and then it would go into whatever it was being sculpted into and its influence and whatever it was meant to be made into.
What you're talking about is matter. That's different than what something is. So you're talking about something that's like matter and form type of thing.
Jordan's locked.
So that's a little bit different.
Okay.
When I say what something is, I don't mean necessarily the matter of a thing, because you can say what something is in multiple ways. Just like that man gave a category of something. Even though he was dang well what I was asking.
I didn't know what he was talking about. He was completely off guard.
So when you ask, oh, what is something, you define it. That's what I mean. It's the definition of a thing. It's what you define it as, right?
All right.
So the same way I asked you what a water ball is, and you defined it, right? That's what I'm talking about. Like an essence is basically just a definition of a thing. You say a human, say a rational animal. That's its definition, right? And it maps onto something ontologically, like something real about that thing, right?
All right.
Now, what something is different from the fact that it exists, right? At least in those examples.
Yeah,
right?
in the way you explained it, yeah.
All right. So we're gonna have something that's called a contradiction, right? There's gonna be a contradiction in that thing itself actually existing, because if those things are really distinct, then there's like a composition of sorts, right? So it can't exist unless those two things are together. However, the two parts that are necessary to make this thing exist, one is an essence and it doesn't have the existence, right? So it's not really anything at all, but existence needs to be limited by something, i.e. the essence. So that is this particular existence, i.e. this water bottle, a water bottle, right? So we know from that, in order to explain that contradiction, we need something outside of it something external to it to actually give that thing or make that thing exist. Right?
Right.
All right. However, if we keep going back with a bunch of composite things, we never have a full statement, right? For instance, we never have a complete definition or a complete sentence because, like I was
Okay.
saying,
Yeah, but related to God. Yeah.
I'll show you. So we'll say like, oh yeah, this water bottle exists in as much as, you know, this thing exists in as much as this thing exists in as much as this thing exists, because it has to be something external to it, right? Now, because this is an incomplete sentence, we don't actually have a complete cause or a complete definition of thing that causes this thing, right? So in order for that to actually be a completed sentence, right? So that we actually have a cause of this thing's existence, we need something that's not a composite, something whose essence is just existence in and of itself. And that thing, which is existence in and of itself, has to be unlimited. It can't be more than one. And it has
And
to be able to
non-composite.
provide existence to all. Exactly. And it has to provide existence to all things.
So
And
you're
that's
saying
what we
God
call
wouldn't have that dual essence and existence? His essence would be existence itself.
exactly.
Okay.
And that's how we end up with God existing.
Okay.
Because he would be necessary, unlimited, meaning all powerful, and gives existence to all things.
And that's the Diente argument. How do you spell that?
It's so the whole thing is Deente et Essentia.
I wanted to look it up essentially.
DEENTE.
2 E's.
No,
DE.
space. DE space ENT.
Oh, okay.
Space ET space. Essential.
Okay. Yeah, I was waiting for a while. I kind of forgot my original question. I don't really remember.
Now I'm using a weird variant of it that eliminates.
So when I look it up, it'll say something different or like
No. All right. So
because I know Eli sent me to Jordan Sijuati and he was completely off. So I don't know.
Who sent you there?
You sent him to Joshua Sijuati.
Who did?
You?
I sent you to. Oh no. You must have asked about.
I'm texting the group chat.
You must have asked about his love art.
Far off with his theology. He was.
Oh no, Joshua Sijuati.
Oh brother, if he did that, he didn't care about you.
Nah, Joshua Sijuati's theology is awful. But you was asking about his love argument for the Trinity. I said if you want to read about his love argument for the Trinity, that's where you'll go. Joshua Sijuati has.
Yeah, he's smart, but he missed key points. I just wish like.
Did you read his paper on his love argument?
Yeah, when I read through the little article or whatever, I went to look it up so I get better explanation of it, and I watched a few of his videos speaking on it as well.
Oh, I didn't even know he had videos speaking on that, bro.
Yeah, he got a few interviews or whatever.
Yeah, No, I'm not talking about his view of the Trinity, bro. I'm talking about his view of the Trinity is wicked.
He sent you to see his view of the Trinity and on the incarnation?
No, his view of the Trinity is wicked.
When you send me to someone's argument, I'm gonna do further.
No, yeah, his view of the Trinity is crazy.
Yeah. All right. I mean, I'm gonna let you get to the other guests, but I have one more question. It's kind of a troll, but like, do you see the Artemis 2 mission?
Yeah, why?
So everybody's saying that shit fake. What is your opinion? Elijah thinks space don't exist. He said that out of his mouth.
We already know Elijah believes in a dome.
I'll go clip it. He said space don't exist. So
hey, bro.
I'll go clip it.
Like I like rockets. Like I actually studied them for years, so I believe that stuff actually happens. So I actually know the mathematics behind how they do that stuff. So
all right, yeah, all right. I'll let y'all get to the other guests. That was just kind of a troll question.
All right, for sure, bro. God bless.
I told him space don't exist, Eli, and you sent him to Joshua Sijuati.
Yep, it's on
He
live. It's on his live.
he said this. He said, "Hey, bro, where can I read
I
about
really
that
gotta watch
love
who I be
argument?"
hanging out with, bro. This is crazy.
I said, I think I told him too. You know how when you refer people to William Lane Craig for his
I don't know. I
existence
don't
of
know nothing
God,
about that.
for
I
his
don't know.
arguments for the existence of God, and you be
I
like,
don't know
look,
about that
bruh, he got weird views about the Trinity, but his arguments for the existence of God.
one.
Catholics be saying anything, man. All right, bro.
Hello. Light, good to see you. I know who Light is. I've been on his live before. He sort of cooked my butt, but I'm here with you guys. I am a Muslim, alhamdulillah. To start off,
All right, hold on. So let's stop right there real quick. Shout out to JJ for the $10 super chat. Jizya. God bless you guys. You know what that is, Jizya. All right, man. Shout out to JJ though for that $10 super chat, man. God bless. All right, go ahead.
yeah, shout out JJ. To start it off in the Bible, where does Jesus clearly state and direct that I am God and worship me?
You want the actual words, or you want where he does it?
I want it from the Bible.
That wasn't really what I asked, but okay. Eli, can you
Wait.
pull up?
What did you ask? Sorry. What did you ask?
I was asking basically like, did you want like, do you mean in exact words or just where he says it?
In the Bible, yeah, or where he says it in his own words.
And
Eli, can you pull up the Quran real quick? Go to Surah Al-Hadid. It's gonna be chapter 53.
Yeah,
57. It's 57.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about your guys' holy Bible.
I understand the question, brother. Hold on.
Verse 3, right?
Yeah.
Got you.
While we're at that, what surah are you guys looking at? So I can pull it up on my book as well.
I got it right here. You good? You can see?
Let me go to YT real quick. Let's see. Yeah.
Yo, we're real quick. Yo, where's Abe? Y'all three would have been hilarious. It's almost like he was supposed to have been here, but flaked.
Mm.
That's what it's almost like. It's almost like I had a whole
thought of that, honestly.
Yeah, like I had a whole scene set up where it's supposed to be all three of us, but
That is kind of empty over there. Huh?
yeah, it sucks, but
Okay. And this is chapter. This looks like chapter 50. Yeah, chapter 57, verse 3. Okay. Yep.
You see how it says he is the first and the last?
Yes.
And that's a lot, correct?
Let me read it real quick.
I look blurry on.
Are you asking? Is that what Allah is saying?
Like that's Allah, the first and the last, right?
Yes, he's saying himself is the first and the last, meaning he's eternal.
That he's eternal?
Yeah.
I mean, sure, we can take that.
Is Yahweh
That's only Allah, correct?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's Allah. That's Allah saying it.
Yeah, and only Allah is the first and the last, right?
Well, I already answered that question.
Oh, okay. My fault.
Wait, I'm very confused. I'm super confused.
No. You answered.
You answered the question.
I'm crazy from it.
So
but where are we getting to? I'm really confused.
He's pulling it up.
Yeah, so Revelation 1:17. It says, when I saw him, I fell at his feet as though dead, but he laid his right hand on me, saying, fear not, I am the first and the last, and the living one. I died, and behold, I am alive forevermore. Amen.
That's Jesus talking.
Yeah.
You see how he called himself the first and the last?
Mm-hmm.
He just called himself Allah.
What's in here? Let me get my holy Bible book real quick. What verse chapter is that?
Revelation chapter 1, verse 17.
Revelation chapter 1, verse 17. Okay, hold on. Revelation 1, chapter, what was it?
Revelation chapter 1, verse 17 and 18.
Chapter 1, verse 17 and 18. And so what I'm seeing is Jesus says, I am the first and the last. But when we keep reading, he also says that I was dead and now I'm alive. So with that being said, God cannot die. So I'm really confused. So this is clearly not the same meaning as in our holy book, chapter 57, verse 3, where God is eternal and beyond death. So, I mean, the title can be used differently, but the natures, from what I'm seeing, is certainly not the same.
So if you're the first and the last, that means that you're eternal according to you, right?
According
And only
according
Allah
to
can call
me,
himself
I
that,
would.
because we agree that only God can call himself the first and the last.
Can I respond to that first question,
Yeah.
or to the question you ask? I would say not. Oops, sorry. I'm going to say that the phrase "first" and the last can be used differently in many ways. But
You want
in
us to show you how
chapter
it's used
50,
in the Bible?
in chapter 57, verse 3, it just means that God is eternal. There's no beginning, there's no end. In the book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 17 through 18, like I said, Jesus also says that I was dead and an eternal God cannot die. So the same phrase doesn't automatically
He can
mean
if
the
he
same
takes
nature.
on another nature, but that's besides the point.
Yeah, it's that he claims to be something that only God is. Only God is the first and the last. And not just our book, but in your book as well. That's something that's particular to God. So Jesus very clearly claims to be God. Now, like, you're sitting here trying to figure out, okay, how can God die?
Mhm.
That's cool. But the question that you asked was, show me a verse where Jesus says that he's God. Right? And
Yeah.
he says that right there. He claims something that only God can claim. He claims eternality.
Mm-hmm. To go ahead and respond to that, where I'm not sure who said, was it Jordan? Who's Jordan?
Who's Jordan?
No, which one of you is you? So you said that
Black.
God can, or Jesus can change his nature, correct?
No,
He
so we
didn't
don't believe that
change his nature.
yeah, we don't believe that the divine nature changed. We believe that, like, pretty much God created a human nature for himself. This human nature uniquely belongs to him. So he has two natures, two really distinct natures. The divine nature never changes. The divine nature is not what died. The divine nature did not get hung on a cross. So that which makes God God, right? That divine nature nothing changes about it.
Okay. To respond to that, if God can create a human nature for himself, then you're basically saying that God takes on limitation between change and death. But in the Bible, it says God does not change,
He
like in
didn't
the book
change.
of Malachi. What was it?
So you didn't give a damn about what I just said, huh? When I was just explaining things to you, and I was like, yeah, the divine nature doesn't change. He has two really distinct natures.
I'm not trying to be disrespectful, man. I don't
Well,
want to.
I mean, it feels disrespectful, right?
I'm
When
not. Alhamdulillah, I love all religions.
I mean,
that's
it's okay. Nobody be
If
listening
I
to
came
no way,
around,
bro.
if I
yeah,
came with
but
that
the thing
intention, I
is
wouldn't
that
to.
okay? I literally just said that the divine nature does not change. The divine nature does not die. That which makes God God doesn't change. and then you brung up, so you're saying God can
Again, I'm not
change.
trying to be rude, bro.
Okay,
I'm
but
sorry.
so then actually engage with what I'm saying, with what both of us are saying.
Yes, that's my fault. It's my fault.
Okay,
No,
so
it's not your fault. It's his fault. Honestly, he should have
I,
been more clear.
I'm sorry. I mean,
okay, so
No, you don't have to
we
apologize. I'm telling you, like I'm giving you permission. You're good.
so look,
to go, sorry.
nah, when
No, you the guest. So we
he
answer
right,
you.
So
he right.
if the divine nature doesn't change like you claimed, right? That's what you said.
Mhm.
Then it didn't become human, right?
That's correct. We don't believe it became human.
So now you have two separate natures, correct? Doing
Yes,
two different things, one limited and one unlimited. So one part is God and one part is human, correct? Which
okay.
creates a split. But then who actually dies if God didn't die?
The person who is those, who
Wait,
subsists in those two natures.
Hmm.
say that again. I didn't hear. I don't want to.
You so lucky. You so lucky.
What?
You speak slow, man. If
What
you
you
spoke a
mean? I
little
wasn't
bit
gonna say
fast,
nothing heretical. What
nah,
are you
you
talking
should have
about?
said something radical.
I'm not.
Wait. I don't get what's so funny. Did I say
Nah,
something
nah,
wrong?
No. He
nah.
was about to say something funny.
Oh.
He was
Oh wait, no,
finna.
I didn't catch what you said though.
Nah, it's cool. What's the name? But yeah, so yeah, you do have two really distinct natures. Um, so the person is the one that dies. So like when Cam called it. So the person is the one that dies. So when God creates this body that uniquely belongs to him, right? You can either talk about God in regards to the divine nature, or you could talk about God in regards to the human nature, right? But you're going to be talking about the person who has these two natures.
Okay.
Now, what's said of the human nature is not going to be true of the divine nature all the time, right? And what's said of the divine nature isn't going to be true of the human nature. But they still belong to the same person. So when God uses a human body and soul that uniquely belongs to him, that he created for himself to be hung on a cross, and he removes the soul from that body, that's death. But nothing about the divine nature changes. But who does that body belong to? God, right? So you can properly say God died. That's God's body. That was God's soul that he created for himself. And that soul separated from that body.
So to respond to that, you're saying that God himself didn't actually die, but the
You can
human
explain
part
it.
died?
Go ahead and explain again, Eli.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought I don't know I thought you said God or the human part died, but he took a part of himself out. I'm trying to understand.
All right. So how about first off, we only use words that like me and Jordan say, because the word part never came out of our mouth. You said part. That's not something that we said. So there's no God part or this part died. That's not what we're saying. Okay, so let's just try to use words that we're using because you're asking us about our view, right? So you want to make sure that
Yeah.
you,
Yeah, I'm not trying to get anything wrong. I'm
no,
just
exactly. So that's why we wouldn't use words that the people who you're asking for an explanation wouldn't use, right? So what I said
Mhm.
was God took on a human nature, meaning that he created a human body and a rational soul that was united, and those things belong to him. So this human nature belongs to God, specifically the person of the Son. This is one of the ways in which God is made manifest to us, is that he created a human body and soul that uniquely belongs to him. So you can talk about God in reference to the divine nature, eternal, immortal, invisible. Or you could talk about him in regards to the body that he assumed for himself, right? That he created for himself. So, in regards to Jesus's death, that body belongs to the divine person. That soul belongs to the divine person. So when that body gets hung on a cross and God separates the soul from that body, that's death. So you can properly say that God died because that body and soul belongs to God. Uniquely to God. Specifically the person of the Son.
Mm-hmm.
Can you say what I said?
You said a lot.
Well,
I can't even say what you said.
so yeah, to respond to that, I understand what you're saying, that the body and the soul belong to God. So you say God died because that human life ended, but if God remains as eternal and unchanged and immortal in his divine nature, then what actually experienced death is the human life. So he created for himself. So I'm really still not. I mean, I'm quoting you.
Yeah, but what was what are you trying to get at with that?
So what I'm saying is, you said you can properly say that God died. I went back to the recording. You said that God died because that body and soul belong to God. But if God remains eternal and unchanged and immortal in his divine nature, then what he actually experienced death is human life he created for himself. So saying God died depending on the ownership, not God himself. So actually undergoing death. But the Bible says God does not change. Like what I was trying to bring up, like in the book of what was it, Malachi, chapter 3 verse 6. So if God truly died, then that contradicts his nature. And if he didn't, then it wasn't actually God who died. It was the human life associated with him. So how is it that God is dying rather than just something that belongs to him?
Because the person assumed the nature of humanity. So the person experienced by means of the human nature. So we can say he died.
Mhm. If the person assumed a human nature, then the question still stands: what actually experienced death? Because if the divine nature remains internal, like I said, or unchanged, excuse me,
The humanity,
immortal.
but like the person who has the humanity, so he experiences it according to the humanity.
Okay, so you're saying his human part experienced it, just the human part,
The
right?
human nature, yeah. But that means that the person experienced it because the person assumes that human nature. Because
Okay,
you
so
experience things by your nature that you have.
if you're saying the human nature experienced death, then that means God himself didn't actually die.
If you mean the divine nature, no. If you mean God, i.e., the
Because
person who took
that's what
on
I'm
the
bringing
human
up.
nature,
Yeah, because
yeah,
you said the divine nature doesn't change or die. So the
correct.
statement,
Well, that would
so
be
now the
crazy if
statement,
the divine nature died.
yeah, it would be crazy. Yes. So the statement would be God died, like, but it isn't literal. It's just what you're saying. It's based on the human nature. But my question is now is, how is that truly God dying if what he actually experienced death is only the human nature, though, not God himself? That I'm still
Because that was truly his body, just like you're a human, just like you experience things, he experienced things through that humanity.
okay. So I it's truly his body, but the ownership doesn't change. What what actually experienced death. If the human nature is what went through death and the divine nature remained internal and unchanged, then God himself didn't undergo death, saying it's
The
his
person
body.
is God. The person has the nature. So we can say the person in as much as he is the divine person who is the word, who is Jesus, experienced it through his nature. So there's when you look at natures, right, or you look at things, there's two different types of principles. There's the principle that which, and then there's the principle by which. The principle that which would be like the person. The principle by which would be like their nature. The principle that which is Eli, right? The principle by which would be his body, right? So he just like smacked his face, right? The person smacked the principle that which smacked his face by means of his human body. The principle by which. You understand that?
Hold on, let me drink some water and try to.
Yeah, man, go ahead, man. Shout out to the GOAT himself, Radar Apologetics, man. Grace and peace, and then grace and peace in the Hebrew, man. But shout out to the GOAT himself, Radar Apologetics, man. God bless the Radar, and I don't know if anybody don't know Radar. Radar ridiculously locked in. Please go sub to Radar. No, I wanted to reach out to learn more about some of his sources and stuff. Actually,
Yeah, he cold with the Old Testament, guys.
Radar
Fluent in
different.
Hebrew.
Radar
Fluent in
different.
Hebrew. Yeah, fluent in Hebrew. He reads all that stuff, bro.
Radar different,
A
bro.
million times better than me.
Okay,
Y'all gotta tap in with Radar. For real, for real.
excuse me. So your principle, or the principle that which and by which, still brings up the same issue. If the person who is God dies, then God dies. If death happens through the human nature, then God himself still doesn't die. You're saying his human and flesh died, but God didn't actually experience death. But God is described as internal, like what you said, what I said,
Even in his divinity, there's the principle by which and there's a principle that which.
What is death, bro?
Death is where I would say is the separation of the soul and body. That's
Okay.
what we know.
Okay, that makes sense. So, like, say for instance, is God all powerful?
Yes.
Did God have the power to create the body that belongs to you?
Yes.
Does God have the power to create a body that only belongs to him?
In that sense, I wouldn't know how to answer that.
So if he creates a body, he can't.
He has the power to create anything, including a body. But
Can he create a human nature that just belongs to him?
Can he what?
Can he create a human nature that just uniquely belongs to him? It doesn't belong to any other created person. It belongs to him.
So my response, I would say yes, he would have the power to create human nature for him, but creating something for him is not the same as becoming it.
Okay, so he could create a human nature that belongs to him. Can he do anything with that human nature, or does it just sit there? Is he able to do anything with it? Can he like interact with creation with the human nature that he created that belongs to him?
He can do anything he with whatever he creates, but that still doesn't make him the creation itself.
So when he does something with that human nature that he created, you can say that that's God doing that. Even though it's the human nature that you're seeing, you could say that, like say for instance, if he used that human nature to touch a deaf woman, right, and give her hearing, right, you could say that God did that, right, and he touched her and by his human nature that he created for himself.
you can attribute the action to God because it belongs to him, but the attribution doesn't still change what he actually is. If
Yeah,
it's the
no, no.
human nature,
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. So you're saying that
but you're not
because,
letting me finish.
but I just want to make sure before we move on, I want to make sure that I'm understanding what you're
Well,
saying.
but then I'm just gonna forget my thought process. I mean,
Okay, my fault. Go ahead.
so what I'm saying is if what shoot, damn, I actually did forgot.
Okay, I think that what you were saying though is that you can say that, okay, yeah, that was God that did that in virtue of the human nature, but it doesn't change anything about like his divine nature. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, now okay. I get okay. I remember what I was gonna say. So so if it's the human nature doing the action, then that's still something being created. The Quran even says that Jesus performed miracles, like what you mentioned with the deaf woman and touching ears and bringing hearing back, right? And I know I didn't quote that exactly, but is that what you said? The deaf woman.
Bro, it's just touching
Okay,
ears.
so yeah, that's cool. So
So
I'm just asking specifically about this, like this hypothetical. You know what a hypothetical is?
you want the actual definition?
No, I don't need an actual definition. I wanted to know whether or not you knew what it was. Like, do you know what a hypothetical is or no?
Yes. We learned that in elementary school.
Okay. So I'm just trying to figure out how powerful your God is and what he can do. So you're saying that he's powerful enough to create a body and a soul that belongs to him and doesn't belong to any other person. And you said he could do anything that he wants with the things that he creates. So if he creates a body and a soul that doesn't belong to any other person, but just belongs to him, he could do anything he wants with that body and soul. Right? He could heal people through that body and soul. He could raise the dead through that body and soul. He could do whatever he wants with that body and soul, right?
Is that a yes or no?
Yes. That's a yes or no question.
Yes.
Okay.
You want me to go in depth with
What
that
if,
or
no, I
whatever?
just wanted a yes or no. Could he separate that soul from that body?
I would say yeah.
Okay. So now you have a body and a soul that uniquely belongs to God, that he could do things through, right? So it's truly God doing these things because his body and soul belongs to him. He could separate the soul from that body, which means that he died, because that's what death is. That's what you said, the separation of soul and body. But it doesn't change anything about God's divine nature. You just agreed to all of that.
I understand your point, but it still comes back to the same issue. If the separating the soul from the body is death, and that only happens to the created human life, then God himself didn't undergo death. Because you said his divine nature doesn't change or die. So you're saying God died is based on
Who did that
what
body and
belongs.
soul belong to? Who did that life, who did that human life, that life that you're talking about, who did that belong to? Whose life was that?
I would say you're saying the soul and body.
No, I'm asking a question. I'm asking whose life was that? That created body and soul that was walking around and doing whatever, whose life was that?
That was the created human life. That was human life.
Whose life is that?
I would say the created human life that belongs to God.
Oh, so it's God's life?
God's life, as in, wait, I'm super confused. So I'm saying it's not God's life. It's a created human life that belongs to him. That's what you said, no?
No, those words never came out of my mouth. I just asked whose life is it? If it's God's body and God's soul that's going around doing all of these things, whose life is that?
That would be it's a life created by God that belongs to Him.
Oh, so that life belongs to him. So whose life is it? If your phone belongs to you, whose phone is that?
That would be that it belongs to me. But
Oh,
so
if
it's His
your
ownership,
phone, hold
right?
on, if your phone belongs to you, whose phone is that?
It would be my phone.
Okay, if that life belongs to God, whose life is that?
Uh, Isa, may peace and blessings be upon
Brother,
him.
we're talking about this hypothetical situation right now. Whose life is that?
I mean, right now I'm saying it's a human created life. It's
Man, if
Light
I,
sent him, just so you know.
oh, light center. If,
I did not send that. I did not send that.
No, you definitely sent him. He said it. That's when he first came up here. He said it, and you didn't say nothing.
yeah, he said,
He said
man,
I clipped him. He didn't
shout
say
out to
nothing more than
Light,
that.
bruh. Light taught me everything that I know. He taught me my reasoning skills. I'm finna put them on display for y'all. That's what he said. He said, watch how I could track a conversation. I learned everything from Light. And then that's what we got. Shout out to Light, man. Oh, let me make sure I ain't got nobody on YT. Alright, cool.
Elijah, what going on, my brother?
What's up, bro? Hello? Oh, dang.
Did he just fall asleep?
Who, me? No, that's my dog.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Hello?
You said, what about a cat?
Alright,
Did he say
Tyson.
something about a cat?
I don't know what he said. Hello?
Hello,
What's up?
Mr. Office.
Are you Muslim? Is
Yes, I'm Muslim.
that music?
Similar.
It's similar
It's
to
a
music?
nasheed. It's a nasheed. There's no beat. There's no
So it's just acapella.
demons in it.
It's acapella.
Huh?
It's acapella.
Pretty much the Psalms, if you would say. You guys like the Psalms?
Go ahead. What's the name? Convince us to not be Christian, bro. If you Muslim, go ahead, convince us of Islam.
No, I wouldn't do that. I'm not here for that. I'm here to spread love. That's it.
All right, well, convince us to be Muslim then.
No. It's better that you be yourself and us connect together to God. And
I don't know where you're going with that.
He wants you to connect with him.
I don't know where you're going with that, man.
It's like Facebook.
Better
MySpace.
than you be
What they
yourself
have
so that me and you could connect together.
The office message board, like when you put the thumb tags in.
Mm-mm. Hello?
What's up, man?
What's up?
How you doing?
I'm good, bro. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm chilling.
Yeah.
I guess I'm an atheist, well, agnostic atheist. And I just feel like, wait, is he also agnostic atheist or?
No, he's good at talking to agnostic atheists. He has a argument that it's quite literally it's irrefutable.
Okay, I mean, I would also have an argument that I would say that's also irrefutable.
Let him
But,
run his. Let him run his first. Let
yours first.
let him run his first. His is good. I
I
promise.
want to hear the irrefutable one because it's just.
All right, if I could guess your irrefutable argument, can he run his first?
I don't think you will. But what would you guess?
God is all powerful and all good, and there's suffering in the world.
Nah.
Okay. What's your
Although,
argument?
yeah, that's like the standard one. That's like the standard one. Like, there's a lot of like ways. Like,
What's yours? I want to hear this.
Yeah. What's yours?
So
I love to hear. How
mine
God
is
does
that.
this.
Mine is that there's no free will.
Go ahead, Jordan.
That's tough.
Yeah. So
how that mean God don't exist?
Yeah. All right. Look. So let's say. So if I could prove to you free will doesn't exist, then that means God wouldn't be all good, because if he's hold on, Bree. If he's judging us by
Hey, she just be quiet when you tell her to.
oh wait, chill, that's my sister. That's my sister.
Yes.
Nah, but yeah, if he's judging us on like a basis that we can't control, then clearly, that can't be all good, or like, it just wouldn't make sense for Christianity to be true, or like any religion.
Yeah, how you prove that free will don't exist? What's the
So
definition of free
basically,
will?
yeah, so the way we would have to start off by the definition of it, and I would define free will as the ability to have chosen differently. Meaning, if we would go, if I ask you a question like, oh, name a fruit, and you say apple, if we go back in time, you have the chance to say something differently. You know what I'm saying?
Wait. That's dang. Were you in this live or something? Listening to a conversation?
Nah, I literally just joined. I literally just got on. I didn't
And you
expect to
said
be.
when we talk about like the definition of a thing, and then you
Yeah,
bring up apple.
yeah.
That's
That's like
that's
that's like
some
the one that I
crazy.
usually.
That's some crazy insight, bro.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
got Jordan for sure. Got to hear you out because that's ain't no way that's a coincidence. Maybe you might be
yeah.
on to
I literally
something.
swear, I literally just joined. I promise you.
That's
Um,
amazing. Go ahead.
and I also I really appreciate you guys like for listening to me, and like I love the respect, because this is my first time ever doing this. But yeah, basically all of our choices are influenced. So when you make a decision like to eat a fruit or literally anything, I'm gonna brush my teeth today. Well, why do I want to brush my teeth? It's influenced by your society and the standards, and like there's always a reason to do something. You know what I'm saying?
Homie said,
So
if it wasn't for the society, he wouldn't be brushing
wait,
his
chill, chill,
teeth.
chill, 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 chill,
Make
chill.
that
He said,
I knew
if
y'all was
things
gonna
was
say that shit.
different, man, he'd be free
Yo,
for
chill,
real.
chill.
be breathing fire,
Nah,
bro.
chill, chill.
Breathing
But
hot
like, yeah,
gas,
like
bro.
whenever you like make a decision, it's always influenced by something. So if it's always influenced by
I
something,
mean, we agree with
then
that. Like,
yeah,
damn near.
then clearly it can't be your fault. So let's say like when Eve ate the
Why?
apple,
How
or
does
when
that
Adam,
follow?
huh?
How does that follow?
Yeah, like let's say when anyone makes a
Like, I'm
decision,
influenced by certain people. I just don't like them. So if I stab them to death, that's not my fault.
not like
They
you can
influenced me.
yeah, exactly. So like
I didn't have free
whatever.
will, so
Yeah, because something influenced you to make that decision to stab them. Well, what made you?
if
What
a
made?
girl looks really good
Yeah,
and the dude feels influenced to do something crazy, he
yeah.
didn't have no free will.
No, nobody has free will. See, that's the thing I'm still trying to figure out. Cause if you guys were to swap consciousness at
Man,
birth,
sound like the
y-
so the booty
wait,
water
look,
just the
if you
booty warrior just
if
taking folks, bro. Like, he just
if you guys were to swap consciousness at birth, you would be doing the same exact thing. Meaning that, did he really have a choice to do that at all?
you just making up scenarios in your head. I don't agree with none of this, bro.
Hmm. I'm
Like, you don't
I'm
think
trying
people
to
should
word
be
it.
going to jail at all, right?
See, look, yeah, that's where the problem comes in. Like, I'm still trying
Yeah,
to
that
figure
is a
that
problem
out.
because
Like,
free will
for
exists.
sure, yeah,
Like,
yeah, for sure. Like, this doesn't like. I'm not trying to justify, all the bad things that happen in this world, but technically they weren't like.
they ain't had no
Technically, it
They ain't
choice,
wasn't
had
bro.
no
their fault.
choice, bro.
They exactly,
They
yeah.
couldn't
So
do no
I'm not
different.
He
exactly.
couldn't
So
help
I'm not like
himself
a.
when he
I'm
chopped
not
up 20 different people and put them in the freezer and ate them. You know?
yeah. Yeah, like you can literally name like literally any scenario, and I'm not biased towards it. Like someone
Would
can kill my
you?
mom, and I'll be
Oh, okay. So
like, damn,
like,
like
Oh, he
this
ain't had
is
no choice.
so you telling me somebody disrespected your sister in front of you, crazy? You not smacking them?
yeah. Somebody that I would literally understand. Okay, if I was born in their shoes, I would literally be doing the exact same thing.
So you wouldn't
Cause
do that? You wouldn't do
So
nothing?
you
that
seen people like P. Diddy, right?
yeah,
So if you was in his shoes, you'd be P. Diddy, right?
yeah,
That's
Would you be
crazy.
Jeffrey Epstein?
yes.
What about R. Kelly?
Like because what made them the person they are today? You know what I'm saying?
What about R.
Like
Kelly? You be R. Kelly?
I mean, wouldn't we all be like what?
Nah, I wouldn't.
Not me.
I wouldn't be. that's
But
that's
what?
not how I
Look,
roll personally.
I'd be doing a little bit something different with my talents.
but
Yeah.
that's you though. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like
No, I'm.
how do I,
I
like
guess it's just me
your
then. I'm just built different. I
experiences.
don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Your
So what
experiences,
they?
your brain chemistry, and your environment that you grew up in made you the person that you are today.
So what they did, not even really wrong for real to you.
No. It's 100% wrong. That's what I'm saying. Like it's
How is it
wrong, but
wrong
like
if they
How they
forced to do it?
couldn't? Yeah, they couldn't do no
exactly,
different.
they couldn't control that. So that's
But how do you
that's
know
the
it's
only
wrong if you're forced to think that it's wrong?
like what do you mean?
Like you couldn't think no different. You right now, like you ain't had no choice or like no reasoning that led you to the conclusion that this thing was wrong. Like you was just conditioned to think that what they was doing is wrong. There's no like real reason to
I
believe that
mean,
it's
well,
wrong.
me personally, my morality comes from uh like how I treat others, like how like treating others the way
But you
I would
just
want to
said
be
that
treated.
if you was them, you would have pissed on that little girl.
No, look. I'm saying, look, if I
You would have
like
videotaped
physically,
it too.
if you swap consciousness with them, you would make the same exact decisions as them because you have the same brain chemistry, you have the same decisions, you have the same past, you have the same memories,
How
you have
you
the
know
same
that, bro?
because prove to me that you would make a different decision. Like you can't in order to,
I'd make a different decision. You gotta take my
but like
word for it.
how?
You gotta
Like
take
how,
my
in order
word
to,
for it.
I'm just built different, so I can
Yeah,
tell by
bro.
that.
Like, you swap my conscience with his, bro. I'm not doing that same thing, bro.
no. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying.
God don't play about me. He wouldn't let me go
No,
down that road.
look, understand that. Look. Right now, if you guys were to swap consciousness, you would
Homie in the
completely
stairwell right now. He was
yo,
going all around the place trying to
chill.
find a quiet place, man.
Yo, how did you know, bro?
In the stairwell,
No, but
bro.
yeah, like right now, this second, if you were to swap consciousnesses, like with like anyone, then obviously you would be completely the same, right? But if at birth you swap consciousness with him, you would literally make the same exact.
You're just saying that though, like.
But like how though? Look. You have the same brain chemistry. You have the same. Oh
Well,
wait. Hold on. Is it because you
you
believe in
understand that
souls?
we're saying that you have free will. So even placed in the same predicament, they had the ability to choose something different. They weren't like destined to make that decision.
Well, that's when influences come in. So when you
I
would
mean,
grow up, you
even in
yeah,
influences, right? Like, say for example, like twins, right, who grow up in the same household but make different decisions. Like, there's a parable about it actually of two
yeah,
twins that grew up in the same household. Their father drunk and and beat them and beat their mom and everything like that. One grew up to be a drunk and very
yeah,
abusive and ended up in prison, and another one like was a very loving father and was sober all his life. And it was like, yo, you guys grew up in the same house, like how did you make that decision? And one twin was like, yo, like my father was a drunk, so I decided not to drink. And the other one said, yo, my father was a drunk, so I thought that's all my life was able to do, so I decided to
yeah.
drink. Like same situation, right? But obviously they had the ability to make whatever choice that they want to make. The same temptation is there, the same circumstances is there, but the way in which you interpret those circumstances is up to you. Like that's up to
And
you.
it's funny that you brought up that analogy because I'm also a twin, and I'm considered like the nicer twin
I
because
just
my
heard you
brother.
tell your sister shut up, but that was
Yeah,
necessary.
And that's nicer. She must
That's
be.
she must be bugging.
I didn't say shut
I'm
up. I didn't say
surprised
shut
she ain't
up.
snatch you up for talking to her like
I
that.
said
Then
hold up. I said hold up. I said hold up.
nah, that's crazy. I can't
Nah,
believe what mean look
honestly,
like in your household, bro. That's tough.
bro. But yeah, like, because although they grew up in the same environment,
Bro, you just told me that somebody disrespect your sister, you ain't gonna do nothing.
yeah, of
That's
course,
how nice you is.
I'm not. Look, I mean, yeah, because I understand that every choice ever, literally ever, is influenced. So
That
that's why
doesn't
like
mean that doesn't mean that you don't have free will, right? Just because uh there may be influences behind your choices doesn't mean that you now don't have choices.
I mean, it wouldn't. What we want to talk?
Put headphones on.
Alright. My fault. But yeah, like I feel like how I can't even find my headphones. It's cool though.
We're talking money.
Alright. But I know they was out. Alright, my fault. Thank you for waiting. But yeah, I feel wait, my fault. Where were we?
You was talking about how you believe that there actually is free will now because we made good points. So
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Look. Cause like I'm not saying like everything is determined, but like cause free will, in order for free will to actually exist, that means like there has to like you have the same exact opportunity to choose this answer over the other.
That doesn't. I don't know how free will entails that.
Like free will, like look, if I like I could choose. I have the ability to choose like with no influences. Like I have the ability.
That's not
to
what
make
we believe free
decisions.
will is.
So yeah. How would you define it?
We just have the ability to make decisions based off of our judgments.
Exactly, but you also think like where do your judgments come from? You know, it comes from the environments you grew up in. It comes from the brain chemistry, how you felt during that moment. You know what I'm saying? So like if you
That
chose
doesn't
like,
mean all of a sudden you just use that. You just lose the ability to choose.
but like look, there's a famous quote. It's you can will what you want, but you can't will what you will. So you can choose, you can make a decision and feel like you want it, but what really made you want that? You know what I'm saying?
You said what?
Look, you can will what you want, but you can't will what you will, is what I'm saying. So whenever you make a decision, like yeah, you probably wanted to do that, but what really made you want that? The guy to the left. Do you understand what I'm saying? Or because you keep tapping your head, or like,
no, Jordan did it. He was telling me the same thing earlier today. I don't know why
mm,
he looking like that.
That might have been
but
for a different reason.
yeah, like I feel, because like if look, the chances of you being a Christian, you guys are from America, correct? Mic check.
Jordan from his Kazakhstan.
Okay, wait, where are you guys from though?
I'm from America. Yeah.
Okay, so you're American. The chances of someone in the Middle Eastern or in a Middle Eastern country converting to Christianity is completely low, way lower than someone being born and raised in an American country. So meaning that if you were to throw the same exact situation as them,
That means they didn't have a choice.
like they look, they had a choice, but the answer was influenced by all the
That don't mean that they don't have a choice. The freak.
all right, look, that's not what I'm saying. Look, like you're making a choice. Obviously, you're making a choice, but you're not like
It just seems like
it was basically
they're making a choice based off of the choices they given.
yeah, exactly. And basically,
That's
if you
still
go far
using their
back,
free will to do certain things.
Yeah.
Right?
but what makes them want to choose that? Look, so
That doesn't matter. Like what makes them want to choose? Like say for instance, if me and you playing rock paper scissors, how many decisions do we have?
3.
All right, but like, do you still have the ability to make a decision even though your choices is limited?
Exactly, but you also make decisions while playing rock paper scissors without even knowing. Like you're like, I already did rock. You know what? I'm gonna try paper, or you know what? I already did paper. You know what? I'm gonna do paper again to trick him.
Yeah,
You know
but
what I'm saying? Like,
the options that you have to choose, right, is still either going to be rock, paper, or scissors. Just because your choices are limited doesn't mean that you don't have choices. Or whatever leads you to choosing one of the three options doesn't then mean that you don't have the ability to choose one of the three options.
for sure, yeah, 100%. Like, yeah, like
So that means that you have free will, even if you have things that are influencing your decisions or you have limited options. It doesn't mean that you don't have free will.
yeah, I'm not saying the limited options. I'm not saying the
Somebody clip that. Yeah. Nah, somebody clip that section right there and just have it on repeat, bro. Y'all see what he doing, gang.
I'm just playing rock paper.
Nah. Nah, y'all see what he doing, man.
Yeah, I'm not saying that just because like there's a limited amount of options. There's only like one way to go. You know what I'm saying? But I love that you brought up that analogy. Let's say we're playing rock paper scissors, and you do rock and I do scissors. I'm gonna be like, okay, he won that. You know what? I'm gonna do paper because he did rock, so he might choose
Did
rock
you
again.
choose to do paper?
I chose to do paper because of the previous situation that occurred.
And you thought
You see what I'm
about
saying?
that and contemplated on that and used your logic to choose.
Exactly.
That's free will, brother.
Look, but
Just-
what could I have chosen differently is what I'm saying.
you had the
I use
power
my
to
logic.
choose differently, yes.
I physically could have chosen differently, yeah.
Okay.
But
That's still a
if my
version of
thoughts
free
are
will. Like there's different types of free will that people believe in, bro.
okay, so
You may believe more in
what's
like a compatibilistic type of free will.
like meaning like
Like, yeah, like even given those circumstances, you would have always chose that, but you had the ability, like the power to choose otherwise.
yeah.
But you still chose what you chose based off of the situation. Like you still chose it.
So if I so if I tell you to name a fruit right now and you say,
I'm gonna
like I
say
said,
orange.
apple or orange, okay, orange. And we go back in time, you could have said apple.
If somebody didn't pop up like before you like 20 minutes ago, not knowing what the freaking apple was, and I had to pull out a grapefruit and he kept calling it an orange, then yeah, I probably would have said apple. Who knows? Maybe plum.
I guess I'm trying to say like, yeah, every action that you do is influenced. And if it's not influenced, it's random. And by definition, randomness, you're not choosing to do it. So
You would just be
yeah,
a
like,
compatibilist, bro. That has nothing. That doesn't go against the existence of God, though.
but look, because if I couldn't do any, if all my actions and thoughts are influenced, how is it my fault that I'm going to hell for all of eternity if they were influenced? You know what I'm saying? Like why intentionally give me?
Because there's good and bad, and if you keep choosing bad, like it doesn't matter what the choices are. You can choose different types of goods.
But something has to make you want to choose good instead of bad. You see what I'm saying? Like you can't
Yeah,
just be like,
you.
okay, you know what? I'm gonna be good after. I'm gonna just be good. Like no, something has to shift in your mind. That's like, okay, I'm low-key tired of living this life. Well, why am I tired of living this life?
God's
Like literally
grace.
everything, literally everything. It could literally be anything. Anything you do is influenced.
I would suggest you to read something about what is free will, but I don't know like how deep you are in like philosophy type of stuff.
I'm open to like anything. Like
Because there's like an entire like philosophical manual or like a section on what free will is.
yeah.
And it's by a dude named Thomas Aquinas. And if you just look up free will, he has like sections on it. It's in the Summa Theologia.
Into the oblivion.
So
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, I'll definitely look into that because the only problem I have is like,
Cause
if
what you're talking about, I be thinking about the same stuff too, but like there's like it's deep. It doesn't disprove God though. That's like the main thing though.
I mean, it kind of disproves like an all like, I guess fair
It
God
doesn't.
because
It doesn't because he
how
judges you based off of your environment. So clearly it's fair still.
he judges you based off your environment. Wait, so if so if I'm good all my life, I'm Muslim, and I see like someone's trying to spread the word to me, the word of God, Christianity. I grew up in a all like Muslim Islam household. I'm obviously gonna be like, yo, what the fuck? Because it's influence, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be like, what the fuck? Why would I even
Yeah,
care
he's
about
gonna judge you
Christianity?
based off of that and your reasoning capabilities and all this other stuff.
And he would send me to,
Wherever
you know what I'm saying? Because
wherever you deserve to
look,
go. I don't know I don't judge. I'm not God. I don't know everything.
so you think if I if I'm good all my life, I deserve to go to hell. Like, and I'm not like if I'm not Christian, if I don't
I
want to be
don't tell
Christian.
you where you go, brother. That's
No, I'm
God.
saying like what do you agree with? Like I know like God makes the final decision. Like if He's real, He makes the final say. But like what would
Jesus
you?
is the source of all goodness because he's God. So if you don't align yourself with him, you're not really aligned with the true good.
Mm.
So
So
there's a sense in which you could say that, like, yeah, they might be cooked, but there's another sense in which if they never had the opportunity, God knows that they never had the opportunity.
yeah,
And he can provide the graces. Like he's complete because he's all good, all knowing, and all just. He's going to make the correct decision. A decision I can't make because I don't know what that person went through. I don't know
Yeah.
whether they're handicapped or not. Like I just don't know.
Wait, so why did you tell me that I was going to hell?
Who?
You.
I ain't never said. I ain't never said nobody.
You
was going to
you
hell.
told me straight up. You
I
was
think
like,
the only people that said are going to hell maybe Satan and freaking Judas. That's like the
dang,
only
that's
people
where you
that-
got me. You got me ranked up there with them. That's
the only
tough,
people
man.
that I can
think-
like put like a finger on. Like, yeah, them just going to hell. Like they cooked.
do you
Besides
think
that,
they
I have
deserve
no
hell?
idea. You said what?
Do you think they deserve hell?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
If God says they deserve it, they deserve it.
Would I excuse my like language, but if God told you to kill someone, would you kill him? That's just just a
You
quick
don't
question.
wanna
It's not.
ask
You don't want to ask him that.
So that's a
You know what?
yes. That's crazy. But look, I'm not gonna judge you because I understand. Like, feel me? Like I'm not.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah. So it's not like.
In all honesty, you was Jeffrey Epstein in another life.
I'd be
That's-
doing the same thing.
Alright.
You would,
If I
not me.
like
Nah, yeah, I wouldn't.
how like there's define me. You know what I'm saying? Like how like obviously
It's
you
so
right
easy
now.
just not to assault children.
Yeah,
Like, you
like,
just don't do it.
Like,
That's true,
It's
but
not-
I'm saying like
it's not
if,
like I must. Like,
yeah,
no,
that's
just
like,
oh my gosh.
don't do it.
this dude
If you
treat
grew up- if
children
you
like
grew
my
up in his-
precious.
If you grew up in his body, if you grew up in his environment,
Nothing
and
about
everything
his body
he saw,
just says, "Hey, bro, you gotta just
Yeah,
grow
he not
people."
wired
No.
that way, bro.
there's literally like people that are literally only attracted to kids because of their brain chemistry. Like same with gay people, like they're literally only gay because of their brain chemistry.
Nah,
You
gang.
got proof of that?
Be gay.
You told him to be, bro. You can't
Yeah,
tell
like,
him to
could
do
you-
something
could
that he
you-
already do.
I'm built
You
different. I
can't tell him to
be
do
the-
something he
I'm
already
just
do.
different.
But like you
Wait,
you still need to
wait.
prove that.
All right, look. If being gay is a choice, why would people intentionally want to be part of that group, knowing? Okay.
Nah,
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
nah.
Yeah.
What you trying to say, bro?
No, I'm saying if being gay was a choice, why would people like optionally want to be part of that group knowing that they will get discriminated against all day, every day, and possibly even killed?
Brother,
For it?
I want to be a Christian, even though I'm gonna get discriminated against.
That's crazy.
How's that crazy? Right? People take stances all the time that goes against the norm. Like for example, like when Trump was first coming out, and like it was like they just say, "Oh, this dude is a white supremacist." I don't know where you land on Trump, but like people would still like, I don't care if this makes everybody mad. I'ma still, say how I feel.
Yeah.
Like they can still make decisions, like even though
So-
it goes against the norm.
Can you like physically be gay though? Like, can you guys physically like
Brother,
like
have
look
you
at a
ever
boy and
been
be like,
at-
damn?
hold on. Not me. I'm built different, right?
No.
But have you ever been asked one of those questions like, "Hey, yo," or have you seen like the post where it's like, "Yo, for $1 billion, you gotta like be gay with your homie, but you can't tell him until after you
fuck?
do the act, right?" And you see all them just in the comments who not gay. They just like
Yeah.
for $1 billion,
Yeah.
boy, I'll do it twice. Like,
Yeah, they start adding extras that ain't nobody asked
doing
for.
like,
There's people who would do that shit for free, is what I'm saying though. Like people like they like
but they're
genuinely
not
fuck with it.
forced to, brother. Like,
Yeah,
there's nothing
I know
about that that's forcing
that
them to do it. You
that's what I'm
got weak
saying.
minds, bro.
That's exactly what I'm saying. So um like you would have to be forced to do it in order to do it, correct?
I mean,
If not, that's crazy. If not, then
for
that's crazy.
Jordan, force is a strong word. Like it just
You know
depends
what
as
I'm saying? For Jordan Force, bro,
to.
that's crazy. Jordan Force,
He just gotta be persuaded.
yeah. I mean, I don't know. I guess like
But nothing that you've shown proves that like free will doesn't exist. So like, I mean, I would just work on it and maybe like actually think about it, read the things that Jordan was telling you to read, and then
yeah,
like come back.
yeah, definitely. Hold on. I'm dropping you guys a follow. But yeah, I just
Well,
hold on, wait.
his
Mhm.
TikTok is the number
JRDN.
4 God
Yeah,
J.
It's JRDN.
4GOD and
Oh,
then
that
J.
is true. It is. I'm so sorry, Jordan. It's
Wait, what is it?
JRDN Travis.
Wait, JRDN.
Travis. I dropped something completely different.
I was like, yo, what?
Yeah.
Yo, I just screenshot that shit. All right.
Uh,
I'm definitely open to to talking more about this. I appreciate you guys for listening.
yeah, no, of course, man.
Yeah, but you guys have a great night, yo.
You too, man. God bless.
All right, God bless.
We not the same, though. We not alike. Shout out to the word now. People blame God for everything, bro. Can't believe y'all hearing bro out. Hey, man. That was a funny conversation, man. Shout out to the word now with the $5 super chat, man. God bless. He was cool. Like he was a cool dude. I can't be mad at it, man.
Mind's telling me no.
But my body.
My body's telling me yes, baby. I don't wanna hurt nobody, but there is something that I must confess.
And we gonna get copyrighted.
I don't see nothing wrong
With a little bump and grind.
Hey,
Hey, if there's any Christians right now though that got any questions, bruh, about whatever, feel free to request that, man.
nothing wrong
With a little bump and grind. Age ain't nothing but a number.
you want, and I know just what you need. And
Jordan is funny, bro.
brought it to me. Yeah.
What was that book? It was I
Around
don't know which book you're talking about.
Maybe
what's up, guys?
my love is true.
Yeah.
Wait,
No, I'm just asking, what is the proof towards being Christian?
Do you want to convince us to not be Christian?
Like, yeah, I want to do it, but like, I want to do it through. I just want to hear the proof first to be Christian. You know, is there any proof?
Yeah, but right now this is about convincing us to not be Christian.
Yeah, I'm doing it through my tactics. My tactic is to ask you first, what is the proof? Because we do everything based on proof. I need a proof to be Christian first.
huh?
So
You can't just prove it wrong.
No, because I need to see your proof first. I want to hear your evidence, and after you can hear my evidence.
bro, just
for
go ahead.
I don't need to hear your evidence for
Yeah.
Islam to know why it's false.
no,
Yeah.
who's talking about Islam? I'm not talking about Islam. I'm talking about Christianity. What is the proof for Christianity?
In the existence of God and the evidence for the resurrection, all of those things
You gonna
is
prove God don't exist or something?
No. I'm just asking you, what is the proof that Christianity is true?
that the God that exists must be multi-personal, that Jesus actually rose from the dead. Like
Okay.
the fulfillment of prophecies, all these things are evidence of Christianity.
You just what? Oh, the proof. How is it proof that Christians
How old are you?
Brother,
Are
what
you?
the freak do you want us to say that
Yeah.
you need in order to
No,
disprove, brother? Like
no, just
clearly
like
there's something you're
okay.
looking for because we just
You
gave you like
chose
5 different things. You like,
yes.
"Oh,
You
I
chose
can't disprove
Christianity.
that.
Okay.
So I need
Can you
some
say me
real.
again?
What's the proof?"
How
You
old are you?
chose.
Cause what are you like 12? Cause you got to be
I'm
18 to be up here.
I'm 18. Exactly
When was
18.
your birthday?
10th of August 2007.
10th of August 2007.
Yeah, I'm turning 18 in August.
Oh, you're turning 18.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm turning 19. I'm turning 19. I'm 18 right now. I'm turning. But why does it matter?
Well, because TikTok got guidelines.
And there's some
Okay,
people
I'm
that can't control themselves apparently.
100%. I'm 18. I'm turning 19. The 10th of August.
Okay.
You just be forced to do stuff.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
could look. There, like I can. I have heard. I have seen so many proofs of Islam, but I've never seen the proof of Christianity. I'm just asking you.
What are the
What is
proofs
the
of
proof?
Islam? Maybe
I'm
you
just
can
asking.
convince us.
No, because I would like to take it one on one. The proof of Islam, but I'm just asking you right now. What is the proof of Christianity?
Brother, we gave you like 5 different things, which you
Okay, so
just kept
what
like
was the first one? The God is multi God, or what was the first one? Multi personal God is a proof.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. What? How is that a proof?
That the one God that exists has to be multi-personal.
Why does why
Like,
does he have to be multi personal?
you want the prophecies being fulfilled or something? Like what do you want?
No. I just want like the proof.
yeah,
He
so
told me
I mean,
first that
you
yeah.
have the fact that he grounds like relational perfections. You have the fact that in order to be good, you have to be multi-personal. Like if you're goodness itself, you have to be like multi-personal if you don't depend on anything extrinsic to you. Um, so like either one of those is going to prove that the one God that exists is going to have to be multi-personal. Like
I
for example, like God is necessarily just, right? He's necessarily fair.
yeah.
All right, and that's a perfection of God, right?
I don't perfection. What does it mean?
Like it's something that God possesses that, right? Like that shows His greatness.
Yeah.
Okay, so the thing is that fairness, by definition, is like doing what is right to another.
Hmm.
All right, but who is the other for God before He creates?
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. But God must be fair, right? So
Yeah.
there must be some other that doesn't exist outside of God, right? But actually is God. So
How
that requires another person.
how? No, it doesn't. Like if God put us on this earth and he says he loves.
This is before we're created because God is fair before He creates us. He doesn't need us to be fair. He's fair
Yeah.
before He creates us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
and this happens with like all of the relational perfections, like love. Bruh, you are not muted.
Oh.
So yeah, this happens with like all the
I was listening to Boss Man D-Lo, bro.
this this happens with all the perfections like love. Love is a relational quality. So how is Allah love or loving at all before creation? Who is He love? If He only loves Himself, then that's a low form of love. For
what
there's a better form of love that we could conceive of, which is the love for another.
if God created man, he is all loving towards.
But God doesn't need to create in order to be
No,
all loving, right?
who is he supposed to be all loving to?
Exactly. That's the point that I'm making. That in order for God to be God, and not depend on creation for these perfections like love and justice, then he has to have another person that is God. So
So
he's
he's
not,
dependent on another person.
it's not dependent upon another person because that person is God. They have the same nature.
So who? Okay. So who created who?
Just neither one is created, bro. Like they're both God. But that's just showing you that like God would have to be multi-personal in order for him to actually be love or justice or any of these relational perfections.
He is justice towards us. He is justice, and
So
he
you're
has love.
saying that he depends on us in order to be just.
Like the word just and the word love is dependent on another person. I love you for the sake of Allah. Exactly.
So
Like
God isn't necessarily just.
who? If there's no one, who is he going to be just
You
towards?
understand that that's the problem that I'm pointing out, right? That's literally
No,
the thing
no.
that I'm pointing out.
Yeah, I understand it, but like the thing love only starts when creation is.
So that means that God changes.
No, he doesn't change.
He goes from not being just to being just when he creates, or he goes
No, he
from
always.
love from being
Yes,
loving to from not being loving to being loving when he creates.
he always has the thing of love, and he always has the thing of justice. But like it comes it comes to existence. It doesn't come to existence. Like it works when there is something who he can love.
Oh, so it wasn't working before, and then it starts working.
It doesn't. He cannot love anyone. There's nobody.
Okay, so that's a change, right?
No, that's not a change. He
Yeah,
still have
that's
the all love. He's still
it's
all
not
loving.
it's not about like you know whether or not you have it or not. It's about whether or not it's actualized. You're saying that God could be loving, but he's actually loving when he creates. That's a change.
He still have like okay mercy, for example. How can he show mercy to no one? That's what I'm saying. So the mercy comes.
You understand that? You're proving my point.
Yeah. But look. So is a God supposed to have mercy on another God?
It's not. It can only be one God, bro.
Okay, so the what the God is the God
This
have
God doesn't
mercy on the
exist.
other.
This God doesn't exist like you. He's not one person. He's multi-personal. So there's only one God, but this one God exists as multiple distinct persons.
I can see your point as well. Okay, but look. If there's multi persons who is God, right?
Hmm.
Then who created Earth, for an example? Is it the one
God.
God or the second God? Or
There's no.
the one person or the second person?
If they're the same God, then they do the same thing.
Then there's only one if they are the same.
Exactly. There's one essence, but they're distinct persons.
No, wait. Okay, I don't understand. Look, you two on the screen right now. There's two of you. Do you share the same essence?
Not the same exact essence. No.
But you're. Well, why? How? Okay, look. There's two persons on the screen right now.
There's two essences. Like
Yeah,
our essence, like
yeah,
what we are, is a body and soul. That's my essence, right? It's my rational soul and my body, my
yeah,
organs, stuff like that. We have
yeah.
different bodies, we have different souls. So
Okay,
we have two different essences. We have two different powers, two different minds, two different wills. Those are two different essences.
okay. But the God has two different persons,
Yeah, but they have the same mind, the same will.
so it's the same,
It's the
just with
same.
two difference.
Yeah. The only
So,
distinction is in their personhood.
but what changes from the persons? Like, what is the thing that changes this guy from the other guy?
Just a relation of opposition. But I don't want to get too deep into that. That's just in Trinitarian theology. Like all we can state right now, just from reason, is that this one God must be multi-personal.
But it doesn't I can't I swear like I'm being genuine. I do not understand it in any way or form.
Well,
Like,
no, you do understand it. You don't understand how your
How are you
God
supposed
could
to
be that
prove
one
it?
God.
How are you supposed to make us leave Christianity, bro?
No, I'm not
What did you want
saying
us to tell you stuff for?
no, but I'm just like I have never seen proof of Christianity, and this one like it goes back to the Trinity, but like the Trinity, I can see like two different persons, the same is one God, but like if I say me and you are different persons, I don't say we're one human. Like I say we're two different humans, two different personalities. Same way, there's two different personalities and two different gods. I can't see why they're both God. Like I don't understand it.
How
You
is
know,
that going? How is that going to make us leave Christianity, bro? Like we so
we're
far off
talking
of
about
this.
Christianity. No, I'm asking you, what is the proof of Christianity? I
Fulfilled
still haven't got an answer.
prophecies.
Prophecies.
Hmm.
Islam also have prophecies. Prophecies.
Yeah, but ours are like real ones. You guys
Islam
have
also have the
false.
real
You
ones.
guys have false teachings from Muhammad and stuff.
What false teachings?
Are you a Sunni?
Huh?
Are you a Sunni?
Yeah.
Oh, hey Eli. Um, I need you to look up this hadith real quick.
You want to send it in the chat? Like in the Google chat, that would be easiest. Oh my
I'm still
days.
in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
God, hey, y'all. These shooting
Hey, what's
schools up.
going on?
Hello, why, buddy? Hey, okay. It's like a
Acting like
school
a
bus.
school bus. Yo. Alright.
Bro, we are stupid, man. Like somebody gotta. We cannot keep doing this, man.
Alright. Oh my goodness. Hold on, bro. You know I forgot how to like copy and paste on like a computer type jump.
You press Control V.
Alright. And what that thing called? That chassis. Why I look like a school?
But I remember when Austin Reeves hit a game winner and they put that song. I said, "Ooh, hey, yeah, ooh." Control C, Control V. If what's the name? If you want to activate your like your computer's AI, you just press Control Alt and then delete.
That don't even sound right.
not. Dang, that's what you would do. You want me to show this right now? You ready?
Yeah. So, buddy, do tailbones decay?
I don't know.
You said what?
I don't know.
Hey, Eli, can you look up do tailbones decay real quick?
Watch this. Why does it say this? Why is this the first thing that pops up?
What?
Based on religious tradition, particularly in Islam, the tailbone is believed not to decompose. That's now. Why is that the first? Why is that the first thing? Why is it all Islamic websites? Here, finally, something that's
part, that first one.
that stuff is funny, bro. Then they got it behind a paywall. This is nasty. Hey, Islam got my.
Just look up.
What do you want me to? I said your tailbones decompose.
They done bought all the first joints, bro. I don't know what
Bro,
to tell
like,
you, bro.
Like, I don't know what. Like, what do you want? How long does it take? Maybe it's one of the last bones to decompose, often remaining intact for years, though it typically decays eventually, while soft tissue decomposes within weeks or months.
Yeah, so they didn't want to hurt y'all feelings, but it decays.
That is funny.
So, but Muhammad says it doesn't. So,
But
pull
like,
up the
I got you.
if you read it. And then if you want another one that says that it decays, Eli, open this one.
it says here the root of the tailbone does not decay. Right here, just search it up.
Oh, I mean, we did just look it up.
It says the root, not the tailbone. The root of the tailbone does not decay, and Allah will can establish the mankind with it.
It says right here, the only thing in a man that would not decay would be the one bone, the tailbone, from which the whole frame will be reconstituted on the day of resurrection.
Yeah. And it says right here, the root of the tailbone would not decay. I just
Where's
searched
it
it up. Just searched it up.
So you want us to look at the Muslim website that you're looking at?
No, I'm not looking on Muslim website.
You just said that, and Allah will recreate people from it.
Yeah.
That's on WebMD or something.
No, that's what Hadith says. But det står her, like in Danish it says, nej, helbende råd forbodes ikke. In English it says, no, the tailbone root does not decay.
The whole tailbone decays.
It says right here, the root doesn't. How are you gonna disprove this one? I don't understand.
Where are you reading from?
Just ask ChatGPT. It says no, it doesn't decay the root.
What's its source? It just literally just told us that it did. We just pulled it up that it did.
Wait, let me just search it again.
Like, just look at the source. What is the source?
Let's just see.
Is your source ChatGPT?
I'll just ask it.
Ask what?
If the tailbone decays.
You want me to ask ChatGPT?
I just asked it.
You said what?
I just asked it.
I'm asking you. Do you want me to ask Chat? Like, I don't understand what you're asking me to ask.
Hey, just ask ChatGPT and say you need to know for research purposes or something.
Okay.
So that it don't talk about it. I need to know for school, for my dissertation.
I don't know. I just asked it. Doesn't. But like, okay.
Here. Hold on. Well, should we do it live or?
Even though if it does, like, do you know what the Amurajal is?
Here.
Try to search up. What about the root? Mine just said it doesn't.
Your ChatGPT probably super Muslim.
Huh?
It literally says all bones go through decomposition. Is that a bone?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's cooked. Dang, it's bad when ChatGPT got a lie to you, bro, to keep you in your religion.
Yeah.
But wait, 2 seconds. With Islam, like there's hadith. You know hadith, right?
It's Sahih, brother.
Yeah. Sahih according to who?
It's Sahih Muslim.
It's Sahih
2955.
Yeah, who was the Sahih according to?
You want to look at the chain of narration?
No.
It's from Abu Hurairah.
Abu Hurairah, yeah. But like, who was it true? Like, هو صحيح. Who says it's صحيح? According
It's in
to you.
Muslim,
It's
brother.
it's in Sahih Muslim.
So it's صحيح according to Muslim, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Look, there's just because something in Sahih Bukhari or Sahih Muslim is صحيح, it's a صحيح according to their criteria.
Brother, there's no other sources that it's not Sahih.
What do you mean?
Because you're talking about there's some things in Sahih Muslim or Bukhari that aren't actually Sahih,
So,
right?
yes.
There's no proof that this is not Sahih. This is not one of the ones which authenticity is.
No, you have to look at look. There's how to say, there's difference of opinions about like what is sahih and what is not sahih. It is depending on your criteria.
But would you agree based off of this that that's completely just wrong, right?
No, I don't know. I don't know the meaning behind it. Well, I don't know.
No, I just need to know, is it wrong? Because you're bringing this up for a reason. Why is it?
I didn't bring this up.
No, I'm talking about you're saying, oh, well, is it really authentic? Why are you saying that?
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, just so you know.
Are you
like,
saying it because that's a wrong statement?
No, I'm saying it because like it may be like you find something.
No.
Let me ask
Is it a wrong statement? Like, there should be no reason for you to ask that.
Allahu Alam. I don't know what it is in Arabic. I don't know the meaning behind it. I don't know anything. So how can I just Huh?
Allahu Alam.
Allahu Alam.
So,
Exactly. Allahu Alam. But like no, I'm talking about.
He said,
like,
"God knows, brother. Hey, we can't help us. You can't help us, brother. Just
no. But still, like.
all right, bro. Last person. Christian with a question. What's the deal, bro? How you doing?
Hey, I'm good. You caught me while I was eating some hummus.
Yo.
Oh, you don't like hummus? Oh, okay.
Now I know your character.
Hold on 1 second. Let me swallow my food. Hold on. Okay. What's up, y'all? Question.
You took all that down the throat. God damn.
He said,
no water.
like, God, dog.
Good, like
Thank you.
Great.
Good.
That dude over here flexing his throat. All right,
I'm not Jordan with the two hands, bro.
No,
that's not me. But no, I came up to ask, why has everybody not liked the live?
That's a good question. That is a good question.
Yeah.
Why hasn't everybody liked the live?
Like the live stream.
Amen.
Like the live.
Amen.
That's all I want.
Choked on.
Shout out to you, bro. God bless.
God bless.
Yeah, please like the live. And if you haven't already subscribed to Jordan, subscribe to me if you're not subscribed to me. And if you on TikTok, tap the screen, like the live. Follow the persons who you're watching that is live. All right, what time is it? For sure, I think we could get ready to get up out of here. W Islam in the chat is absurd. That's absurd, bro. And like the live. Please like the live. All right, if we got no questions, you guys could try to put your questions in the chat. I can see if I can read them real quick. We're gonna end off on YT. Whoa, what's going on over here? We're gonna end off on YT, man. God bless everybody over here on TikTok in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Blessed Holy Spirit. Since when your crib? Hey man, you can't be throwing words around like that, bro. Can't be throwing the words around like that, bro. People take that stuff serious. But God bless y'all, man. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Blessed Holy Spirit. I pray that all of you guys are well. We're gonna end it off on YT. You guys can come over to YT at Elijah Johnson Apologetics. Hopefully you'll be able to find me. And there you'll also be able to find Jordan Travis YT channel. So come up over to YT. We're gonna close it out for like the next 5-10 minutes. God bless you. All right, Jordan, how'd you like that live? Jordan. How'd you like the live? Who's your favorite guest?
I don't even know.
No, he did not.
I guess Epstein.
He was cool. He's a cool dude. Eli Ogic. Before you close, would you end up with your rant song? Yeah. We not the same though. We not alike. That song is hilarious, bruh. How do you explain Noah's flood if there was no global flood? I am not a Christian. Jordan, do you want to take that?
You said what?
How do you explain Noah's flood if there was no global flood? And then he said that he is not a Christian.
Oh, you could say it was a regional flood. It just says the land. Like it literally in the Bible, it says that Joseph was feeding all the land, and it was just the area of Egypt. So it just depends.
Or yeah, some translations say all the earth, but what that means is just like the region that's being referenced. So you could just say it's a regional flood. And there is a lot of evidence of a regional flood in that area. Can Jordan sing I Believe I Can Fly? Yeah, he can.
I can't. My voice, man.
He is a little sick.
That's not even my favorite R. Kelly song.
You said that's not your favorite R. Kelly song? What's your favorite R. Kelly song?
I think Honey Love.
For sure. I'm not even gonna hold, and this stuff it really be bothering me, but I think my favorite R. Kelly song.
What?
R. Kelly.
What did I walk into?
I know R. Kelly. He had made a gospel album, and he got a song on there called "3-Way Phone Call." That's so fire, bro. Like everybody on that song is spazzing. 3-Way Phone Call. People don't know about that, but R. Kelly gospel album is so fire, bro. It's so fire. Oh, remix to Ignition is fire. What's your favorite P. Diddy song?
How many do he got?
I don't know Diddy songs off the top of my head.
I don't really like any of them.
What's a Diddy song?
Every step.
Bad Boys.
That's a Diddy song?
What song did you say?
No way. Oh, that is it. He do got a verse on there.
On what?
Every step I take.
Just think about Bad Boys. He inserted himself. Try that chicken.
More money, more problems.
That's not.
You
That's
like
not his song though.
Try the shrimp.
I don't want no shrimp.
Okay, try the steak.
If anything, the only reason people listen to that junk is because of Biggie.
Exactly.
I think is that not Junior Mafia though?
Why are you guys talking about that?
Cause there was a dude that came up that said in another life he beat Epstein, Diddy, R. Kelly.
Yeah, that's
That
bro,
he would
that's,
beat them?
That's big song, bro. That is not P. Diddy song. Just cause he in the back saying, yeah. Yeah. Talk to him big. That don't mean it's his song.
I mean he
he made sure that he had writing credits on a lot of Bad Boy songs.
And she watched that Diddy documentary
and automatically like a writing credit. If you even suggest something in the studio, it's a writing credit.
Bro, yeah, and he was making sure he was doing that on all his artist songs. A true scammer. Bro, for his album, he was having producers make beats and was never paying them.
Sounds like you're a big fan.
No, I'm not a big fan.
She watched that documentary though and came away an expert.
Amen.
But
oh, you finna get off?
Yeah, in a second. I'm not seeing no more questions.
You already answered this question?
How is God multi-personal? It means their wills are divided and they are dependent on each other,
Did he detect about me?
rendering their own will useless, making them contingent.
That man just made that up.
Yeah, I don't know where you got that from.
None of that follow.
You got food on your lip? I got it.
Hey, why you looking at my mind's lip?
I need a girl for sure. I still got PTSD from shrimp. That's a fact.
The shrimp was good though.
We got this last guess. Kant. Immanuel Kant.
Hello. Am I audible?
Boy, bye.
You are audible. What's the deal, man?
Yeah. So, I mean, you want me to just give you an argument or what?
Yeah, please.
You can have some.
Yeah, sure. So, premise one: if Christianity were true, we would expect for the word Pope to be in the Bible.
Okay.
Premise two: the word Pope is not in the Bible. Conclusion: you should leave Christianity.
Did you check the Latin Vulgate?
Yeah, I checked it. But I'm sure you guys know this, but just for the audience, this is an inductive argument. So if you accept the premises, that means the conclusion logically follows.
Yes, necessarily. Okay.
Yeah, not necessarily the case.
Mm-hmm.
Can't see that.
So,
I think they're asking questions.
Okay. That's tough. So, I mean, I don't know where you got it that Pope is not in the Bible. I can show you Pope in the Bible.
Well, I mean, since it's a disjunctive syllogism, you would have the burden of proof now. So you have to show me where it is in the Bible.
Because it's a disjunctive syllogism.
That is true. It
just
switches randomly.
Even though I was the one that asserted the claim, the burden of proof is on you because it's disjunctive.
And what was the disjunction again in the syllogism?
Don't worry about all that.
Okay, my fault.
I'm gonna give
All
my
right.
you hear me?
So, yeah. Okay, so right here in First Peter, the crazy that it's in First Peter, right? In First Peter chapter 2, verse 9, it says, "But you are a chosen race, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, and a people." Now, the English usually renders it as people, but if you remove the E and the L, you just get left. You just get left with Pope.
That boy cold.
Exactly. And notice that this is in a book of Peter, right? So, yeah, there you go.
So you saying Catholicism true?
I mean, you said that you was talking about Christianity. You wasn't talking about
Yeah, so
different.
you equate Catholicism with Christianity, right?
That was the that disjunctive syllogism that didn't have that
there's
thing.
an absolute identity there that you,
you're
making that.
But that's what it is. All you got to do is remove the E and the L, right? Which is God, L, right? That means that the Pope is God ordained, right? Ordained by God.
I don't know what day it's like how many we come across
among problems we see. That was yeah.
For the
Yeah.
DEA federal agents mad because I'm flagrant.
We just ended up
falling in the basement. My team supreme. You
want me to play the beat? Can you rap it word for word? I'll get the strike. Give me a song that you could rap word for word with the
maybe a teacup.
You said you could do what?
Oh, low key, Israeli national anthem.
Israeli national anthem?
Yeah, we know who you paid by.
I said I don't know the words to this. I didn't even know they had a national anthem.
You just thought there was a country without a national anthem.
I guess.
It's pretty.
You defend you Catholic faith well, Eli.
And now you're just trying to pretend like you don't work for them.
Oh, I got it.
How you even know the name of it? Because wait, you did tell me the other day.
Go ahead.
does know it.
I ain't never heard this a day in my life. Go ahead, man.
Dr. Michael Brown.
Did they start singing? This instrumental only a minute 14 seconds. What are the lyrics?
People's song.
What are the lyrics?
Colo by Avalon.
Oh, that's your
You was teaching me that.
That's your stuff. That's crazy.
You was teaching me the other day.
That's crazy.
Y'all don't know who he paid by, bro.
I didn't know that you was like that. There's a couple rap songs that if you put on the instrumental, I could probably just rap.
We the real Israelites, bro. That's our song, bro. You need to realize, bro.
I still gotta have some drums in it or something. That was the thing that when I went to mass on Sunday, they had the piano and everything going, but like they ain't had no drums.
You didn't go to the black one because you know you Catholic. They got black ones.
Nah, I showed you the video of the priest preaching. He was African. That dude was loud.
You shouldn't. That's not the right type of African, bro. There's different types of blacks. I'm talking about African American one.
I never been to an African American Catholic church.
They gotta have one around there.
That's what if anything, is the one that I would go to. That has the most black people in it that I've ever seen.
Nah, like they be playing like Kirk Franklin type junk.
Bro, I turn up. Like I was upset. We singing songs. I'm like, ooh, we singing good songs. Like, I think we singing like This Little Light of Mine.
The ones I be going to, they be playing like salsa and merengue and stuff like that.
Yeah, bro. It wasn't nobody clapping. I was like, dang, bro. Racial churches is crazy work. Bro, like, sometimes you want to go in there and see some of your people. You don't want to feel so alone, bro.
No, I know they gotta be.
But I tell you what,
they EO. They want to go. Everybody speaking Greek, and they the only black person. They walk in and be like,
yeah, but
this place.
Tell you what, so I sit down, right, and in the middle of the mass, bro, this dude, he walking with a walker, and the dude is escorting him. So I'm just sitting there. The dude that's escorting him says, "Hey man, he wants to get to the front of the church. Can you just go up there and take him?" The priest is preaching. I'm like, bruh, I don't know this dude. But I'm like, yeah, bruh. I mean, I guess. So I'm like walking with him. I swear I walked like 6 steps. He was like, never mind, bro. I got it. Like I was doing the bad job. Like I was doing the same thing you was doing too. Man. And then that'd be the thing as well. Like, that'd be a little bit of a culture shock is when it comes to for like tithes and offering. And then they just start passing around that basket and they don't got no Zelle on the screen or like how you supposed to give electronically. Everybody start pulling out cash.
Yeah. I be going, there be like a lot of old people, bro. So
yeah.
I go at like different times. And there'll be like a whole bunch of like older people and they just pull out wads of cash and just throw it in. Sometimes they'll have like the little QR code on the back of the pew and you could just scan them.
Oh yeah, no, they ain't had none of that, bro. I was sitting there, I was looking. And I started asking around. I'm like, hey, yo, I swear, I was like, hey, do you know how I could give electronically? And she looked at me dead in my face and said, you should ask the priest. It's like, bro, I'm not gonna ask the priest, bro. I just went on the website and found the gift section. I was like, I'll just get it this way.
That's when you bought your rosary?
I ain't never purchased a rosary.
Oh, so you just get them all for free. That's cool.
I do. People do just be giving me rosaries.
They know that's not your rosary, right?
Yes, I keep saying that this isn't my rosary.
That's my grandma's
y'all don't have
rosary.
to keep up the story. Like, why are y'all keeping up the story?
That's what I'm saying. This is her grandmother's rosary.
Why is it between your legs?
God rest her soul, bro.
Why is it between your legs?
This is her grandmother's rosary. See, that's her rosary.
So where's yours?
Why is it between your legs?
Mine's just in the room.
Yeah, I'm not going to get it either.
Y'all see, they got multiple rosaries. They be praying it at the same time.
Nah,
Amen.
my ex had gave me that.
Whoa. What is wrong with you? Say goodbye to all your friends online. It's time to go. Say bye.
Hey, where'd he go?
Yeah, it's time to go.
Nah.
You're done. You're done for the night.
What'd I do? What did I do? What did I do?
I'm not having to talk on that.
Oh my days, man. Alright, y'all.
Enjoy the game.
God bless y'all, bro. It was fun while it lasted. I don't know if I'll be able to be like absolutely destroy himself. Come on, man. Dang. God bless y'all. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Blessed Holy. Oh, yeah. Let's listen to the rest.
What? No.
Wait, I got you.
You don't have to do anything.
I got you. Hold on. Where can I find it? I can just go to keep his page, right?
He doesn't listen to me, guys. You don't.
Yes, I do. Like she said no? Alright, for sure, man. I like to putting her foot down. She is. Alright, man. We can't keep going around and acting like these are normal. I'm out of here. They just believe in something normal. And then they try to sit here and like snuggle up next to us. Oh, we're all the same. We believe in the same things. The most basic, you believe God created Adam and Eve, right? Brother, your people are marrying children. We're not the same, bro. Please, for the love of God, bro. For the love of God. What is your
I see dead ideology. Yeah, spirit on the beat though.
That's what you get. You read me.
I'm sorry.
Hey, we not the same. No, we not alike. Different truth, different way, different life. You follow rules, I was saved by Christ. Say it again, yo, we not alike. No, we not the same. Let it ring, let it bang. Every verse, every line, every chain gonna break. 2 row split, I ain't walking your lane. Move. Say it loud. We not. Step. I don't move how you move. I don't carry that weight. I got nothing to prove. Your morals are fake, totally absurd. You beat your wife silly. I don't concur. You count every step, every sin, every fall. I was covered in grace. He accounted it all. Hey, we not the same. I don't live in that fear. I got peace in my soul. I know why I'm here. I know. Wah. We don't marry children, but we know you do. Children are precious to God, wait and see what he do. Wait, you praise the marriage of Aisha, call it beautiful. Using other people's evil, that's your usual. Typical, disgusting behavior. A religion so lame. Homie, I'm here to tell you.
We're not the same, bro.
Look, our morals flow from the heart, it's a soul start.
Alright, she gonna kill me. God bless y'all in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Blessed Holy Spirit. I pray that all of you guys are well. I'll see you guys tomorrow. God bless.